A look at the red carpet at the 69th Emmy Awards. The biggest stars in television are already arriving, all dressed up, and we're on the ground talking to the best the small screen has to offer for the next 2 hours. Welcome to People and Entertainment Weekly Red Carpet Live here on PeopleTV. We're very excited. I'm Jeremy Parsons, joined by my People Now co-host, the lovely Andrea Belke.
Hello.
Good to see you. And together with us, we have television experts and hosts of People TV's Binge-Worthy, Torrey and Jessica Shaw. Hello. Yes. Happy to have you guys here. Plus, our fashion experts, People Style and Beauty Director Andrea Laventhal, and In Style Editor at Large, Kalana Barfield Brown. Great to see you both. Woo, we got it all covered here. Also, a big thanks to Smart Water for keeping us hydrated all night long. Look at this. It's the perfect, sleek, modern, and iconic drink to kick off this stylish event. Look at Torrey's already down in some. We've all had a sip, and we're all feeling very hydrated.
Crazy. Okay, now let's check in with the carpet. People Deputy Editor J.D. Heyman and host of People TV's Entertainment Weekly, The Show, Lola Ogunnaike, are front and center at the Microsoft Theater in downtown Los Angeles, home of the Emmys for the last 11 years. JD and Lola, what is going on down there? How's it going?
It's awesome.
It's amazing. It's lively. It's just popping. All the biggest stars in Hollywood are here. Me, my forehead, and Lola will be here for a while. From Hollywood.
Now,
And everyone has come dressed to impress. Kalana, Andrea, you guys are going to have a lot to talk about. Everyone looks fabulous. I'm telling you, they look good. They smell good. Swag's on 10. Glamour's on 11. JD, I think JD stands for Just Dapper because you're looking really good too.
Extremely expensive ensemble. You can't touch this.
Have you seen
You can't get any of this.
Have you seen anyone yet, like the host, Stephen Colbert? Anyone else milling around yet so far?
Well, apparently Stephen Colbert is doing a little rehearsal right now because this is his big night, but hopefully he'll make a cameo and he'll come visit us. If he doesn't make it, that's okay because we've got plenty of stars to talk to here.
In fact, we have a huge star right now, Mr. Billy Eichner. How are you?
Hey guys, how are you?
Billy Eichner!
Am I kicking things off?
You are kicking things off.
All
Can we do it Billy style?
Sure.
Are you happy to be here?
Yes!
What are you most excited about?
Oprah? I don't know. It's all a blur.
I'm very tense now.
You're tense?
I'm tense. It made me tense.
We started off very high energy.
There's a high energy.
Yeah,
Now we can
Keep it up there.
Yeah.
we can only go down from here. Are you, in seriousness, who are you most excited to see tonight besides yourself in a mirror?
Oprah, Nicole Kidman, Jessica Lange, a lot of people. I mean, I think I'm sitting near RuPaul, who's my favorite of all time.
Fabulous.
Legendary. So many people.
Are there any people that you're feuding with that you want to avoid tonight?
No feuds.
Nope.
No feuds. No, all good. Make love, not war. You know me.
Now let's talk about this suit of yours. You are looking very nice,
Thank
sir.
you very
Perfectly
much.
tailored. The midnight blue is giving me everything I
Thank
need
you.
right now.
Yeah, it's
Who's this by? Why did you choose this
some
one?
schmutz
Perfect.
over there. That's my fault. It's Valentino. What am I gonna say? No.
No.
Who
you
am
say
I to
yes.
say no to Valentino? No, it's very. Yeah, thank you.
Look very good.
Well, you
How
guys.
does that work? Does Valentino call you up and say, it's Valentino, I'd like to give you this?
Valentino doesn't leave me alone. I wake up to texts in the morning, at night, during the day. I was just like, fine, I'll wear Valentino.
He's a stalker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big client. And no, I don't know. My stylist, Sam Spector, brought it to me. I tried it on, and I said, yes, I want to wear that.
So the craziest thing, obviously, just watching the success of what you've done so far, does it ever just freak you out that this little shtick has become this amazing thing? And I don't mean shtick in a bad way. I mean in a good way.
No, I like shtick. It doesn't freak me out. I'm surprised. I'm grateful. I'm working really hard. And I'm just happy to be here.
And you're also playing a doctor now, in addition
yeah,
to Billy on the Street.
College.
Friends
and,
from college.
Keegan-Michael
Key.
Horror Story. I mean, a lot of fun things are happening.
You're juggling a lot.
Yeah.
So how did you prepare to play a doctor? Go to med school?
I went to med school for 7 years. I shadowed so many great doctors. No, I don't know. I just guessed.
Well, it's great to see you.
Thank you guys. Have fun tonight.
We will.
Congratulations.
We will.
Thank you guys
Take
very
care.
much. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much,
Billy
JD and
on
Lola.
our street.
Yeah.
Guys.
Thank you.
Oh, but yeah, a big night for him.
Started out
for
on
sure.
a very high note.
Oh, yeah.
We're up
Hi.
No, that's good. That's good. Thank you, guys.
Higher.
Well, higher and higher and higher. We're going to check back with you again soon, a little bit, of course, throughout the night with that red carpet.
Yes, and everyone watching, we want to hear who you are looking forward to seeing. We are live streaming on the homepages of People, EW, Time, Essence, InStyle, People in Espanol, as well as on Twitter and People TV's Facebook and YouTube pages. I think maybe we have you covered.
Got it all covered.
I think maybe you can find it. We gave you lots of options.
Maybe,
So follow us all night long.
Can't escape,
wherever
really.
you are. Tweet us with your reactions to all things Emmys with the hashtag #EmmiesLive. You can also send us in videos of who you're rooting for to burst.com/Emmys. You can be a part of our show. So we've been asking for your burst videos on social media. We've already heard from some fans, so take a look at this.
Hi guys, I'm Haley and I'm a huge fan of Grace and Frankie. It was one of those shows that I would never have watched on my own, but my mom recommended it to me and I completely fell in love with it and binged the entire first season in like a night.
Hi there, my name is Paul. I am super excited to see if Julia Louis-Dreyfus wins her 6th consecutive Emmy Award. That's right, 6 consecutive. That's what I'm going for. I love her in the show. I find her so amazingly funny, and I'm rooting for her big time.
Hey, so excited that Aziz got nominated for an Emmy for Masters of None. Definitely one of the funniest shows on TV and one of the most well-written shows. So yeah, congratulations and definitely looking forward to season 3.
All right, thanks for sending those in. We can't wait to hear from more of you, so keep sending them in. And now we are going back to LA to check in on the carpet. What is up, guys?
Hi, guys. Hi, we're here with Kumail Nanjiani, the biggest star in Hollywood.
God, that's not true. Have you heard of Tom Hanks, George Clooney?
Never. Who are they?
Who are they?
Oh, they're huge deals. They're much bigger deals.
Not interested in them. We are interested in The Big Sick, though. One of the biggest movies of the summer. You must be so proud, and your parents must be so proud as well.
Yeah, they're very excited. They've been going to, people will tweet me. They're like, after the movie, this older Pakistani couple turned around and was like, did you like the movie? That was our son. So they've just been going and seeing it at movie theaters and saying hi to people.
So it's a whole word of mouth thing, basically.
Yeah, they're really trying to get the grassroots thing going.
Hopefully it'll work out for you.
It's been going okay. My dad wears his Big Sick t-shirt almost every day.
Now, I read somewhere that they didn't want... I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
We stepped on each other. What did you do?
It's all right. You go ahead, JD.
I was going to say, no, Lola, you go ahead. This is awkward.
Oh, I heard somewhere that your parents didn't initially want you to be an actor, but they came around.
I don't think many people's parents want them to be actors, right? It really...
No.
I don't think anybody's like, you're not going to be a doctor, you're going to be an actor. That doesn't happen,
No.
but they're very excited now.
And do they watch Silicon Valley?
They do, and it's a little scary. It's a little terrifying.
Is it because it's a little raunchy sometimes, maybe, for them?
Very raunchy. There was one scene in season 2 where there's a big mural of me doing something very awful to the Statue of Liberty. And
Well, what exactly were you doing with the Statue of
Guys,
Liberty?
this is live, right?
This is live.
I can't say that. Let's just say we're both having a good time.
Okay.
And they were very concerned about that. They said, we just got here. We don't want to get kicked out.
All right. We've got to talk about this jacket. Velvet perfection. What made you decide to go with this look?
I've never worn velvet before, and I was like, I feel like today's the day to start. I really like how it feels. I can't stop touching myself. It's good,
Okay,
right?
Keep it kosher.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
I'm
live.
Totally,
We should say that velvet is not the most breathable fabric.
No, but this is air conditioned. It's way better than it's been in the past.
That's
know?
true.
Yeah, and I'm not nervous this time because in years past it's like, oh, we could win. And this year I'm like, I don't think we're gonna win. It's been 3 years. This is the 4th one, and I'm fine with that. I'm just happy to be here.
Well, we are happy that you're here. You look great. Go work that red carpet and show off that velvet, sir.
Look at the studs. Look at
Yeah,
those.
Cool, right?
They're pretty
These
awesome.
were a game time decision. I changed them right at the last minute.
Perfect decision. Perfect decision.
Once
Thank you so
again,
much for being here.
Making good decisions all the time, and his parents should lay off the whole be
Oh, they're
somebody
good
else.
now.
Are
They're
you
all
sure?
cool now.
That's not what I heard.
All right, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Into it here as the stars are arriving. We're going to be talking about that. Obviously, fashion is a major highlight of any award show, but the unforgettable looks don't just stop on the red carpet. They also can be seen weekly on your favorite television shows.
Definitely. And Andrea and Kalana, first of all, welcome. And I want to say, this is a belt that she's wearing as a choker. So Kalana,
Unbelievable.
amazing. We'll get a shot of that very soon. We saw some big fashion moments on TV this year. One of the most talked about shows, for many reasons, was Big Little Lies. So why is this cast wardrobe so special? What do you think?
I think it's so special because there's literally something that speaks to every woman. You have Reese Witherspoon, who's very buttoned up. Then you have Nicole Kidman, and Nicole Kidman is, I love her personally because it's very effortless glam. And then you have Laura Dern, who's full on glam, and she wants you to know that. And then you have Shailene, who's very casual, the Gap, and then Zoe, who is the bohemian, vintage. I just think that there's something that speaks to every woman.
We already decided. Kalana is a Renata.
Yes.
I would want to be a Nicole Kidman, but like a Celeste, but I think I'm more Shailene.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And then switching gears a little bit, reality TV has shown off some style as well, whether from RuPaul's Drag Race or The Real Housewives. Now, Andrea, I know you have a new favorite show when it comes to fashion, especially The Housewives. Why is it Dallas?
Hear me out.
Yeah, you got a case to make here.
You guys thought that The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast had money. You have not met Dallas. These ladies are so rich, or at least pretend like they are, because they are designer head to toe. Their jewelry is Texas sized. The fashion is front and center on the show.
It's
not that bad.
well, there's some right there, but it's eye-popping,
bad either.
eye-catching. Yeah, there's a lot
They
there.
love a label, and I love them for it.
Well, very excited to see what people wear on the carpet. Now, the nominees and attendees have been posting about prepping for the big night. So let's check out what we found on social media. Starting with Shailene Woodley from Big Little Lies. She posted this on Instagram.
She's
saying,
in there somewhere.
It takes a village. Hashtag Emmys. I think she's trying to get into her dress, and you can't even really tell it's her. We're going to go back to JD on the carpet for now. What is up, JD?
That is a great candidate.
Hi, JD.
Hello, folks. We're
Hey
back.
guys, how are you?
We
Well,
have
doing a
some-
little
some
social
people
media.
here. All right.
With my Veep peeps.
Mr.
Hi.
Walsh,
Hi.
Ms. Chlumsky, people who represent Veep
Yes.
and the acting profession in general.
Yes.
We like to.
We are SAG members.
Yes, that's
I'm in
true.
good standing, are you?
I am in good
paid my
standing.
dues, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Can we talk about the language on the show? I love it, but it
Good.
is a little
It's saucy. Yeah.
A little saucy.
Yeah, it's saucy.
What's it like to hear that many F-bombs in a day? And what's it like to deliver that many F-bombs in a day?
It's the best. If they're funny, it's the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are times when we pull an F out,
Yeah, when it's
an
not
F or
necessary.
two out of the script. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're not lazy about
They're well
it.
curated.
Yeah.
Curated.
Now, I have to ask you a question. You were very funny earlier this year about Mr. Spicer on social media. Now he's obviously moved on. Has he reached out to you personally? Have you
No.
patched it up?
I've never met Sean Spicer ever. All I ever said about him was he should quit his job, and lo and behold, he did. No, he did not.
He listened to you.
I just want to say, I've stepped on Anna Chlumsky's dress every year
Every
at the
single
Emmys,
year,
and look at that dress.
That
yeah,
dress.
it's
That's
in
a
danger.
candidate.
That is a perfect segue. Anna, we have to talk about this dress. You are one of the best dressed of the evening.
Whoa.
You are stunning in the sequins. Talk to me about this dress. When did you know that this was the one? How did you pick it out? Give me all the information.
Sachin and Bobby
Yes.
made this for me, and we had talked about silver because I wanted to wear something that could be mined from the earth and colorless. And then, so they came up with this, and then we loved the idea of the beading to the sequence, and I said, go for it, and they did it. And I'm telling you, the second I put it on, we didn't have to adjust it. Like, they're that good.
Well, it looks amazing, and you'll have an amazing night, as always. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
It's
Take
a
care.
marathon. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. One of the best dressed of the evening by far. She looks incredible,
Looks
and
incredible.
that dress fits her like a glove. Oh, fantastic.
Let's look here. Well, we were seeing an amazing dress there. We're going to continue to watch as the red carpet unfolds. Ladies, what are some of the looks that you're looking forward to tonight? If you had to just shoot out from the hip here.
Well, Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
We love Nicole Kidman.
Of course. Yep.
And Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
I mean, it's just fun to see A-listers.
Is it just because you love Big Little Lies, or just because it's A-list? I mean, okay, fine, all right.
If you had to guess what kind of
don't punish me for
trends
it.
you're going to see tonight, can you predict that at all?
I feel like we're going to see a lot of color. I just
Yeah.
have this
Well, we're already
feeling
seeing it
that
right here.
it's
Look at this pink.
Yeah,
We're cheating.
I think it's going to be a lot of color.
Yeah.
I'm
Look,
looking forward to
Andrea, you are
I
on
know.
trend.
Well, Padma and I are like super close. and she's also debuting a new haircut this evening. It's a lot.
All right.
I think she looks amazing.
Well, the stars keep rolling down the carpet and talking to us. J.D. Heyman with someone else here on the red carpet with Lola.
Hi, guys. We are back with about the most fantastically dressed and amazing. I absolutely do.
We absolutely do not. Now, this is what I call a squad. You guys look amazing. Head to toe fabulous.
You know, it's a big event. You gotta, show some effort over here,
Dress it up, class it up a little. Yeah, yeah.
Are you pleased overall with how people are dressed or disappointed in the general crowd? Do you think they could take it up a notch?
I don't think we've gotten there yet because we're so excited even just to be here and for RuPaul's Drag Race to be nominated for one of the best reality shows that we're just like enjoying the party. So I don't think we're not judging today.
We have a night off from judging.
I'm judging everybody.
I thought you would.
No. We're so happy. And you talk about a squad. We always accidentally coordinate. We're just very in sync.
So this is all accidental.
All accidental, absolutely. We're just in sync. Like, I'm Justin Timberlake.
You know
what? That everyone's just secretly frightened of disappointing you.
No, we love clothes, we love colors, we love all the things that make life worth living.
Ru, you've had an amazing career, and you have an amazing career. You are a legend. What's it feel like for you to be here this evening? Talk to us about the importance of the Emmys.
Well, my career has always been on the outskirts of town, really. I've made my own way. But for our show to be recognized by the Academy is lovely. It means that we get to shed the light on these beautiful, gorgeous kids who compete on our show, and we get to accentuate the courage it took for them to do it and to shine. They are shining.
And so are you, shining tonight from the exurbs of Hollywood, from the outskirts of town to the center of town. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Thank you, people.
Bye, gang.
You like that segue? It was very nice.
That's why we get
Drag Race. So
it
good.
was great. All right, we're going to go check in with social media again, see what everyone is posting, getting ready for the big night. We have Gaten Matarazzo from Stranger Things. He posted this video. Now, okay, this
takes a minute. Takes a minute. Wait for it.
Video. You gotta wait for a little bit, but we all love Gaten and his entire cast.
We do love him, and we're rooting for them tonight.
He posted normal morning run pre-Emmys, #Emmys, and here you go, and that amazing face.
Oh my gosh, I love seeing these kids loving it so much.
He's the most adorable. All right, and then of course, Caleb McLaughlin, his co-star, posted this video of them dancing, saying "My brother," #Emmys. They look very excited. And then we have Elisabeth Moss getting ready.
Is she in
saying,
there somewhere?
I think that's her. Could be anyone. A totally normal Sunday. Nothing unusual happening here. Of course, you need a. And then we have Oprah, one and only Oprah, saying, "Now the maestro himself, let the face beat begin."
There you
I
go.
love it. All right, can't wait to see those guys on the carpet.
Yeah, I think we're going back
back to the carpet. Let's check in, see what's going on there. What's up, JD and Lola?
And maybe Sterling K. I hear. No,
Oh.
not Sterling
I
K.
don't
Here we go.
know
All
who
right.
it is.
Oh, there he is. There's the man. Take it away, guys.
Hello, friends in New York City. We have the most glamorous couple in Hollywood, Sterling K. Brown and the beautiful Ryan Michelle Batt, who is an incredible actress and has an incredible dress on.
Thank you, Melissa Massey. She's a genius. What can I say?
She's killing it, right? Like killing it.
She's
like
killing
all of this.
Well, let me get that.
Oh, wait, it feels like we're interrupting. Should we leave?
Ridiculous.
Should we turn
I
off
need
the
a little
lights?
time.
You need a
I'm gonna
little
need a little
time?
time.
All right, come on, JD, let's go. Let's leave them alone.
Walk away.
The little Emmy baby might be made this evening.
No.
Whoa, we made some news here.
No, we're good.
In all seriousness, this has been an incredible year, and we were talking earlier about that last scene with Mr. Jones in the hospital. It was like a movie in itself. How did you get through that? How much of that was improvised? And you did cry real tears because I saw on Facebook you were crying still.
Yeah. We got through it one take at a time. And Ron and I both, we did it a few times. And at different points, we were both like, how much longer do we have to do this? Because we knew that it was coming. It was episode 116. And I was dreading it because I didn't want to say goodbye to Ron. I like the same way that Randall didn't want to say goodbye to William. And so we had to shoot his dying scene first. And thankfully, hindsight 2020, it was good we got it out of the way because the rest of the episode is really a love affair of a father and a son getting to know each other, of being reconnected and being connected to his past and to his culture and to his people. It was a beautiful episode. I'm really, really proud that I got a chance to be in it. Like, there are episodes of television that I can look at and be like, that's one of the best episodes of television that I've ever seen. I think I got a chance to be in one of the best episodes of television that I've ever seen. And I'm trying to say that objectively if I can. I think that's right.
I believe you.
I think
Yeah.
you're right.
Listen, People versus OJ wasn't so bad either.
Wasn't so bad.
Won you an Emmy.
It was solid.
It was really solid. Good work, my friend.
Marshall was okay too.
Have you seen it?
Yes, and I loved it.
Thank you, man.
It was a great film,
gotta
and you
see
should
it.
all see it.
We should. I got to see it too.
Me too. So
I'm
what's
not going to
this?
spoil it.
Okay.
So what's
But
this
Thurgood
past,
Marshall's in it.
Yeah, right.
what's this past few years been like for you? I mean, it must be a magic carpet ride.
It is.
Yeah.
It's magical. It's beautiful. It's learning to adjust to a new normal, right? The level of opportunity that has come has been tremendous. And then also making selections that are best for career and family. Like that's sort of like the new challenge in life. But they are caviar problems, as people like to say, and black people like to call them white people's problems. Either way, though, you know, it's legit. You got to work your way through it one moment at a time.
Well, congratulations for all your success.
Wait. We can't let you go without talking about that suit. Speaking of black and white, you're looking really good. Who are you wearing?
It's a little Valentino action.
It's a little Valentino.
Yeah.
Well, you got to see the piping here. This is so cool on the edge.
Exquisite.
Yes.
It is.
But no one is more exquisite than you. There you go. Let's keep the focus where it belongs, shall we? Thank you, guys.
Guys, have fun.
Nice to see you again, man.
It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good night. Good to see you.
Okay, let's talk about Sterling K for a second. Sterling K. Brown is up against his co-star Milo Ventimiglia in the category. There was this great story that I think Milo told EW about wanting to vote for Sterling K. And he went in his ballot and tried to vote, but since he is he's a nominee in the category, he can't vote in the category. So then he went and told Sterling K. like, hey man, I tried to vote for you.
He didn't really try.
That's so dumb.
That's sweet. That is sweet. Do you believe it?
No.
Not at all.
Such a cynic. I totally see that cast loves each other so much. I mean, I think Sterling does, the odds are on him winning, but Milo is so good in it too.
He is, yeah. And then there's obviously so much, when it comes to the fans, so much goodwill for that whole cast. And they've done such a good job. Unfortunately, Mandy Moore didn't get nominated, but what are you going to do? Can't get them all. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But guys, as we continue to watch the fashion coming down, what are you thinking about what we have been seeing in the past couple minutes? Again, you mentioned bright colors. We saw a really great solid green, a lot of solid colors. I remember last year we ended up seeing a lot of animal prints and
You've been thinking about it all year.
I've been thinking about it since the last award show. That's right.
Yeah. Remember, we saw a lot of sleeves last year. I don't think sleeves will be big this year.
Okay.
So just something else to think about.
Is it a trend where if they wear at the Emmys, that's kind of going to predict the trend for the rest of the award season?
I think it can go either way because nobody wants to wear something that emulates somebody else at another award show, but it kind of could be like, oh yeah, we're seeing a lot of color, and then you just see color throughout.
Yeah. Right. We're also seeing a lot of ACLU pins being worn tonight. Look, a lot of statements are undoubtedly going to be made throughout this show. That's something that people anticipate with Stephen Colbert and things like that. So politics and things of that nature always tend to make their way into this show, into these types of shows. There are a lot of people who are like, I don't want to hear a lot of political stuff on a show like this, but it's pretty much guaranteed to happen.
I mean, look, we've already seen television sort of subsuming the Trump era, right? I mean, we talk about Broad City does a whole episode about it. American Horror Story this season is all about Trump and the triggering of Trump and all the election night. So, I mean, yeah, we're going to see a lot of that tonight. I mean, you start to see that with the drama category, with all the love around Handmaid's Tale, which sort of fits the mood that a lot of people are feeling of politics, stress, anxiety, fear about the future.
Yeah,
and Saturday Night Live.
Oh my God, you're driving me to drink right now.
To the carpet. Sorry, we'll get right back into this. We're going to the carpet. JD and Lola, who are you with? Let's check in there. Hi, everybody.
Hi, guys. We are here with the unhappiest teenagers and pre-teenagers in early 1980s Indiana, which actually none of you are from Indiana, which is shocking. So, do you guys do you watch a lot of 80s pop culture now to kind of for your mullet, source material?
Yes. Definitely like some Patrick Swayze, some Kevin Costner,
Kevin Bacon.
Some Kevin Bacon.
What's your favorite 80s song, if you had to choose one?
What's the theme of Top Gun? When it's like
Yeah,
really
it's,
sick. It's kind of
Highway to the Danger Zone, huh?
Not the Danger Zone one. The one where they're like riding on the motorcycle and they make
I like the one.
How does it go? Care to sing
I like.
it for us?
Oh, I like the one where they're playing, where they're having a volleyball game and it's like hard rock.
Yeah. All right.
And they're like, yeah, and they high five. And they're all oiled up.
Do you guys ever get legitimately freaked out by what you have to do on camera when you're reading the scripts? Are you ever scared of some of the stuff?
Man, you have a great story about. Well, I guess you can't really talk about it.
Spoiler alert.
I think if you're caught up in the moment, I think sometimes you go crazy, and then you realize that there's a camera right behind you, and you're like, oh, okay, I can
it's
manage.
real life, and there's nothing to be scared about.
And you guys get to play actual video games from the era. Yes. There's an arcade game in there.
There is an arcade machines, yeah.
All right, enough about arcade. Let's talk fashion. I need to know about this jacket, and I need to know about this dress. Velvet, tell me all about this, my friend. You're looking great.
Belman, or some French.
Belman.
Belman, thank
Yeah.
you. And the shoes are Zeno.
Giuseppe Zanotti.
Yes.
And your dress?
It's Vera Wang.
Well, it's beautiful. Have fun tonight, guys. Thank you so much for coming by.
The cast of Stranger Things there, some of them. And we also saw Millie Bobby Brown arriving. Interesting thing, if Millie Bobby Brown wins, she will be the youngest in that category to have ever won at the age of 13.
She's wearing that beautiful white dress.
Yeah. She looks so grown up.
You know, watching those kids, they already look so much older.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, I don't recognize them anymore. They're growing up quickly. And look at this, the rainbow. Is it a rainbow dress? Is that what that is?
Yes.
How better to describe that?
Peacock, maybe?
Peacock, rainbow?
I think that is the technical term. Rainbow peacock.
My favorite thing about award season in general is when the fashion experts take it in. They take a beat to take it in, and as they continue to come down, we are going to go back to the carpet for more interviews as the stars continue to roll in. JD and Lola. Love.
Hi there. A lot of you may remember Lemonade as a big moment this year, and I'm here with the artist that made it a big moment. I think, wait, no, it's Mr. Tituss Burgess.
It's not
And I say that because if you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. I did an ode to Beyonce, who is the author and finisher of all things Lemonade.
I have to ask you one question. Did you like smashing a car window with a baseball
That
bat?
felt good. A little too good. Kind of want like my own like smashing window batting range in my backyard. It felt great.
What's it like to be a part of one of the funniest shows on television?
Oh,
I told you
thanks.
earlier that I'm a huge fan. I rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. I sing the song all the time. Unbreakable, they're alive, damn it. It's a miracle.
It's such a catchy song. Jeff Richmond is brilliant. It's great.
And do you think, as the show goes on, I mean, one of the nice dimensions to your characters now, you have relationships, you're angry, vengeful sometimes.
Do I think what?
Do you think that your character is going to, find a committed relationship that makes him happy?
No, I don't know. Tituss is. I think Tituss by nature is a wanderer. I don't think he knows how to settle down. I know he wants to, but maybe. I mean, who knows how long we'll be out there. But I hope for him he does. But Tituss Burgess doesn't think that Tituss is in drama.
As your character would say, it is the 90s. Anything's possible.
It's the 90s. Everyone's gay. Kimmy?
It's amazing.
Can we talk about this
Sure,
jacket?
yeah, talk about that.
It's beautiful.
This was a custom J Muser. It was styled by Michael Fusco, and I had nothing to do with it. So there you have it.
Well, that was so great, and thanks for coming by.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, guys, Felicity Huffman. Yeah, the yellow on him, and Felicity Huffman looking great here as well, ladies. What do we
Listen, we called it. All about color.
All about the color. Yeah, and in this case, some sort of pattern. We've seen some like...
It's called ice skating blue.
Ice skating, oh, excuse me. Andrea
Skater
Laventhal,
blue.
thank you so much.
No, I made that up just
And
now.
William H. Macy here as well. Both nominated tonight. One of the few sort of phenomenons that we see in nominees. We've got the couple bringing in a nomination for each of them.
Yeah, and her hair is just down, right? Like very casual.
Yeah, it's tousled.
Do you like that, when they just do the tousled look for
I
hair?
do, depending on what they're wearing, but I always feel like that's a safe choice. It's not too heavy. It's like loose and undone, so it never looks too intense.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when they don't want to get slammed by people
Right.
like us. They're like, just
What
make
do
it
you
down.
think- What do you think of black dresses on the carpet? Is
Also safe.
Very safe.
It's safe, and I always think it's chic, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna, most of the time, you're not gonna go wrong in it. You just might not stand out the way somebody in a hot pink.
All right, and we're going to head back. Okay.
As I'm wearing, so I played it
Excuse
safe.
me.
Okay, I got it. All right, we're going back to the carpet. JD and Lola, what's up?
Hi, how are you? You could say that we're of Joe right now. Mr. Joseph Fiennes, who's scaring the pants off us.
Echo the commander, yes. Well, he's a creepy guy. I'm sorry for doing that, and it's there's no let up. Next season it's going to get even worse, so
if you were
forgive
thinking
me.
it was going to get a little lighter, a little more fun, a musical sequence is not happening.
Not going to happen, not going to happen. It's going to be even more of a thriller.
No,
even
I'm about
more.
to ask you, you read Margaret Atwood's book. Do you feel that the show is prescient, or is it sort of speaking, I mean, the timing of it and everybody talking about how it reflects contemporary events, did that strike you when you read the script and when you started working?
It did. So I read the first script and then I read the book. I'm ashamed to say I hadn't read the book before. The book was prescient 30 years ago, as it is today. Nothing really changes. Everything's cyclical. Corruption, power, men leading, and sort of misogynistic societies that never seem to go away, theocracies. So it's really, it's an inspirational piece. It is prescient, but it's all about challenging the authority, having your voice heard. And I think Lizzie Moss's extraordinary performance of a heroine for our time and age is all about survival and keeping one's voice and thoughts alert.
The show is gut-wrenching. How do you manage to have moments of levity or keep things light when you're not rolling?
What, between us as the company?
cast,
Well,
yes.
it's an odd thing. Whenever you do a really kind of gritty piece, invariably it's a sort of comedy behind the scenes. Everyone's very jovial. I think that's a sort of secret of getting through something that's really quite torturous as a narrative. So we battle that by having great fun together.
You laugh and laugh off camera.
Off camera.
No laughing on camera. Thank you so much, sir. Good luck tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Breaking news. We've heard that Jane Fonda may be wearing a ponytail. We haven't seen it yet. Wait until we do, and we'll find out what happens. But look, we continue to see the sort of the updo, the down. When you got the moves, there is no better place to break it out.
Yeah.
than the
Also,
Emmys
Joseph
red carpet.
Fiennes, he's so good in The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, he's so
He's
creepy.
too good. Why is he so good and creepy?
No.
He's really good on that show. So it's really cool to hear from him.
I mean, the whole thing just envelops you in this world that you don't really want to be in, but you want to be in because you want to know what's happening. My wife was always like, we can't watch this separately, but we can't watch this before bed.
Right.
Well, when I'm at nightmares. Well, when are we going to watch it?
Actually, no time to watch it.
Watch it right after this, and right after we go back to the red carpet.
Perfect.
Hi, fellas. We're back with two of the most. Are we on? We're two. Oh, wait, we're. More people are coming. Sorry. It's a This Is Us extravaganza.
Mandy Moore coming in with the big black and white dress. Thank you for joining us.
Susan. I think it's time to tell America how much you really don't like working together.
Yeah, no, that would be the first lie ever. I mean, these are like some of my best friends. It's amazing.
Yeah. True story. Yes, we all really love each other.
It's that disgusting.
What's it like to be on one of the biggest shows on television? It must just be an amazing feeling to know that so many people, millions of people around the country, around the world, are loving the show.
We're kind of like so low key. Don't you? I feel like.
I love it. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I feel like we're kind of, but we are so grateful that people have come along for the ride with us. You know what I mean? Because we feel so incredibly proud and excited by it. You know? Yeah.
When you're in a family, obviously, there are things about your various family members you can't stand or you just want to kick them or shake them. Except for you. Everything you do is perfect. You're like the center of gravity. But when you read the scripts, do you ever go, oh my God, why are you doing that? You know you made a mistake.
She's trying the best she can. I think that's what's so great about our show is none of us are perfect people, right? We're not some like fluke. We're flawed individuals, and we're just trying to do the best that we can. And I think that's really representational of all of us out there in life. Yeah.
I think it's why the characters are so relatable. And people are literally watching. I mean, it could be I know as a grown man, I've watched both of your characters, and in moments have been like, I can totally relate to that. I mean, and I'm a grown man. Like, it's not just about someone who looks like you or has the same job as you. It's just the struggle. Life gets difficult sometimes, you know, and I think our writers do a good job of showing how difficult life can be and how much of a champion you can be in difficult situations as well.
We can't let you go without talking dresses, ladies. Sir, you look fantastic, but ladies, we need to talk dresses.
Okay. I'm wearing Christina Ottaviano and Neil Lane earrings.
Beautiful. And Miss Mandy
I'm
Moore.
wearing Carolina Herrera and Jen Meyer jewelry.
Fantastic.
What are you wearing? This is Valentino.
Oh, yes, Valentino. Yes. It's gonna be all right. Yes.
Well, thank you all for being here with us. Have a wonderful evening. No, we love it. We love it when people crash. Bring more of the cast over if you want to. Have a wonderful
guys.
evening. Thank you.
And on the carpet, Andrea and Kalana, what are you thinking of her look there?
That is quite a dramatic cutout. That's saying, like, I've been working on this for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm not, going to keep it covered.
Yeah.
She looks great.
She can pull that off.
Yeah.
She can,
She
yeah.
pulled it off. It looks good. She looks great.
She looks really good. All right, we've been talking about the dramas. We saw the cast of This Is Us there. Let's get to you guys in terms of your overall predictions. What do you think? Actually, we're going to hold on that because we're going back to the red carpets for another urgent breaking interview. JD and Lola.
Back to us. All right.
We are here with Mr. Bob Odenkirk of Better Call Saul. He's looking right in there, I think. And how are you?
I'm great. I feel good. It's not too hot, and they got air conditioning, and I got an Armani suit on that makes me look all right.
You look pretty good.
Yeah,
You're looking really good. Hey, if you win tonight, who are you going to call?
I am going to call my mom.
That's nice.
Of course.
That is
And maybe my brothers and sisters, although that would take a while because there's 6 of them.
And the good news is that your siblings in real life are not like your siblings in...
Oh, yeah, they're nothing like Chuck, played by the great Michael McKean, who was so great this season and did not get nominated, and we all thought he was the best in our show.
So this is going to turn a little bitter now.
I'm going to get really angry and knock these cameras over and...
Go for it. I'll hold your water. Do it.
The thing about a lot of people don't realize about Bob, about this whole thing is that you are actually a Roman candle. You are an angry man.
Is that
and you
I can get angry fast. I got that from my dad. That's the one good thing I got. Only he didn't use it to make a living. He used it to yell at us. But I can go from 0 to 80 in like 1 second.
All right. Well, we're going to keep it happy here
we're
tonight,
keep it
right?
light.
We're going to keep it on 0 tonight, right?
Well, I don't know. I'm a little worried.
But I worked at Ed DeBevick's. You know that place? And the waiters are supposed to make wisecracks. And when I did that, I scared the customers.
What was the most uncomfortable you ever made a customer?
Oh, just by saying, like, sit down, and they went, Whereas all the waitresses were able to do that all day, and everyone laughed and thought it was funny.
They thought it was funny when but when you did,
they thought I meant it. I didn't mean it. I don't care if you sit down.
All right, take this time to apologize to them right now.
I apologize to all the customers I served at Ed DeBevick's, and also to my kids who had to also hear me go, like, stop it, and thought I was angry. I was never angry at you, kids. Never.
Well, we are so happy to have you here.
Dads feel that way, I think. So
A lot of dads feel that way.
I
It's
get
all
to
right.
mellow out now.
Yeah.
They're teenagers.
Being a part of a hit show, that'll make you mellow out, right? All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see you, sir.
Take it easy.
Yep.
All right, guys. What do we think about the red? Oh, we had a nice red dress going down that
We
carpet.
did.
And it looked great.
With a plunging neckline.
A plunging neckline. We've seen a lot of that. We were talking about, we were going to dive into those overall
Wait,
predictions. Oh, here's the plunging
there it is.
neckline.
We gotta
Here
know
we
what you
go.
think of this.
Yeah, that'll never go out of style.
Yeah.
Tatas are always in style.
I love Handmaid's Tale. That's what I get out of that.
That's what you get out of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Handmaid's Tale was
She's
awesome.
the mean wife.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Strahovski,
That's right.
amazing.
Okay.
All right, back to the carpet. Let's check it out.
Hi, we're here with Jane Fonda. You may have heard of her. She's an up-and-coming actress in a little thing called Grace and Frankie. Nice to see you. What a beautiful dress. Who are you wearing?
Thank you, Brendan Maxwell.
Is there one style secret that you have for red carpets that you think about before it makes you look so good?
I don't, but I have a very talented stylist who makes the decisions for me.
Well, she's going to have a job for a long time.
Anya Gill, yeah, she's really good. Look.
Wow, look at that.
I've never done that before.
And those, tell me about the jewelry. Where did you get all these? They look like emeralds.
They are diamonds and emeralds. They arrived from Genoa today. My ancestors come from there. Who did the jewelry?
Gismondi brought this from Genoa.
Right.
And Miss Fonda, can we talk about the bangs and the ponytail? This is a departure for you, but I really love it.
Thank you.
What made you decide to go in this direction?
Jonathan Hanusak, my hairdresser.
Gorgeous.
I just kind of am a limp rag, and they just do whatever they want. But I've had long hair before. But these are my bangs. He cut the bangs off.
Now, this is
What do you think?
This is I love it. I love
Good.
it. Now, this is one of your first nominations since the 80s. What's it like for you to be here this evening? What's
It's
it feel
fun.
like?
It's good. Lily and I are both nominated, and we're going to have a good time afterwards.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Where's the after party?
At the Netflix party.
So we'll see you at the Netflix party at the Martini Bar with Jane Fonda.
Yeah, you got it.
Now, one last question about Grace and Frankie.
Yes.
How much is Grace like you and not like you? Grace is a pretty type A person. I feel that if I were sick, you would call my doctor for me, like Grace. No?
I would. Yeah. No, I'm that way. There's a lot not like me in Grace, but I don't know. I'm kind of like Frankie too. I got a little Frankie in me. She has a little Grace in her. So we get along fine.
Excellent. Nice to see you. It's great to see you
You look
again.
gorgeous. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh.
Thank you. She looks amazing. She does not age at all. She looks amazing.
How are you?
John Turturro. Welcome to the party. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here.
For having me. So look over there? Or
Yeah, you look right there. Tell the world how much you look great.
Thank you.
This suit, who's this by?
We're here with John Turturro, who is in The Night Of, an amazing, amazing performance. And of course, one of the most remarkable things, in addition to being an incredible lawyer, you had an incredibly bad case of eczema.
Yes. I have to credit my makeup man every day. He had a big job.
And in real life, we should make it clear, you have beautiful feet.
I actually have really soft, lovely feet. People ask me about my feet all the time now, and I'm like, no, that was makeup, and that's why I credit Stephen Kelly. He was my makeup man. But that was a big job every day, taking it on, putting it off, and sometimes I had it on my face, but mostly it was on my feet. Especially in New York in the winter, walking around with sandals, with eczema on your feet. It was very cold.
What was your initial reaction when you read the script? Did you know it was going to be this huge?
I thought it was beautifully written because it was complex, and all the characters were complex, even the tiniest ones. So I thought it had a chance to be very good. So, but Steve Zalian and Richard Price, they both, co-wrote it. But Steve really, really pushed everyone. He directed, all the episodes, and he did a great job on all the elements. But it's a wonderful cast of people, and so many great actors in small parts too, and that's what makes a piece really interesting, because the world it's not about one person,
A lot of people binge watch The Night Of. What's the last show you binge watched?
I didn't binge watch it completely, but I watched like 2 in a row. The next day, A Handmaid's Tale, which I enjoyed very much.
I just finished it yesterday. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Great work. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great evening. It's fantastic. Handmaid's.
All right, guys.
I know. So now we're going to go back to predictions. Ooh, my earring fell out. I think that's good luck.
It's great luck, I think, if that happens live on the
so
air.
of course, we saw some of the cast that are nominated. We saw This Is Us and Stranger Things. Now remember also Better Call Saul, House of Cards, The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale, and Westworld. What show do you think is going to take home the Emmy for Outstanding Drama?
I think that Handmaid's Tale is going to take it. To me, that was the show of the year. I think it's kind of, it's a real tug of war between Stranger Things and Handmaids, and one is like you're voting with your head, like Handmaids was such a cerebral show, and Stranger Things is such a feel-good show, and everyone loved it, and it was a summer binge, but I think it's going to Handmaids.
I agree with everything she's saying about Handmaids. I think Westworld will also be in there. A lot of people loved that show.
22 nominations.
Yeah.
That tells you something about the voting, sort of favoring that show.
Absolutely. But I mean, Handmaid's Tale just really enveloped you and just punched you in the face again and again and again. And you just loved it so much.
All right.
I had an emotional reaction to The Handmaid's Tale. No, I did.
Me too.
So relevant. Also, I did some research. It was 1985 was when the book actually came out that it's based on, which was kind of accidentally relevant today. So watching it was kind of eerie because of all the parallels.
Yeah,
Just a little scary.
Well,
Just like a little fetal.
the timing of it was incredible, and obviously for so many people, the audience that coalesced around it for many political reasons and things of that nature. However, let's just say this though, with This Is Us and a really broad audience and sort of this beacon of hope for the top 4 networks, NBC, ABC, that haven't had a show in the running in quite some some time. Does that give us any indication that maybe there would be goodwill in its favor to say, hey, they've still got it?
I mean, look, This Is Us made you cry like every week, right? You talk about the feels, like you watch it, you just go through all the emotions, like inside out, but in your actual home.
Mainly tears. Mainly tears.
Well, so many tears.
It's so much.
Will do very well in the acting. I think Sterling K. Brown will win for
Oh my
acting.
God.
Maybe Chrissy Metz will see in acting. It's not going to win Best Show, but they should be so psyched to be nominated because network shows never get nominated for drama.
It's a big moment for them for sure. All right, we go back to the red carpet for some more interviews.
Hi guys, we're here with Jaimie Alexander, who is wearing a shimmering Avery of some kind. What's a favorite detail that you have about this outfit that you just love?
I don't know if it's a detail, but it is really comfortable.
Really?
It's like wearing pajamas that are really, really fancy.
Now, how long did it take you to get ready this evening, and how did you go about deciding that this dress was the one?
Well, when I saw, I have an amazing stylist, Kumail Harris, and I looked at the rack, I said, that one. And I said, I hope it fits. And I said, if it doesn't fit, I'm going to make it fit. So I tried it on, I said, this is it. And then I'm pretty easygoing. I don't, get facials or wear Spanx or any of that magical stuff. I'm just, I have like a cup of coffee and put on some good music and let them do whatever they want to me.
So what were you listening to tonight?
Andrea Bocelli, I heard he had an accident, and he's one of my most favorite voices in the world. And so we were playing music and just kind of, sending him well wishes, even though we don't know him, but his music just touched me so much. Like, just every time I hear it, it just, words can't describe, right? He's just incredible.
Well, words can't describe how great you look tonight. Please have a wonderful time.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for being here.
Oh, my pleasure.
Fabulous,
You look
fabulous,
great.
head to
Thank you so
toe,
much.
fabulous. Thank you.
All right, guys, continuing to watch as the red carpet unfolds. A great thing about, of course, those comedy categories is that, tonight, the incredible diversity within the shows. Let's talk about that for just a quick second. Nominated for Outstanding Comedy Series, Atlanta, Blackish, Master of None, Modern Family, Silicon Valley, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and Veep. What stands out? Are there any shoe-ins here? I mean, Veep obviously comes with a great track record.
Well, but the first thing that stands out is these Black and brown creators get not just starring in the show, but getting to create the show and shape the show. Atlanta, Master of None, Blackish. I mean, like, this is starting to show what America actually looks like.
Yeah.
So I love that. I mean, that stands out to me. And even if none of those shows win, which of course one of them will, it would still be like, wow, look at where American television is going. But I mean, Atlanta
was every
amazing.
It was one of the great shows of the year. It was like on every critic's top 10 list, if not the top show. Everyone loves Donald Glover. I think this is definitely his year.
Master of None had a huge leap from season 1 to season 2, and it felt like Aziz really understood better how to make television. They go to Italy and make this fantastic season there. I would be thrilled to see them get something because it's just such an inventive, adventurous choice.
We'll see what happens, and we'll head back to the carpet.
We'll keep him like close right there. Okay.
Hello, folks. We're here with the beautiful Millie Bobby Brown.
Hi.
Whose hair is growing out beautifully. I want you to talk. You're in a scary show. I want you to talk really quickly about the fact that you yourself have a lot of fears. You are a phobic person, and they're strange fears. So don't hold back.
What are you most afraid of, Millie Bobby Brown?
I'm afraid of sharks.
That makes sense.
Yeah, who isn't?
You're starting with the obvious
The
ones.
dark, obviously. I hate being by myself. Don't like that.
Is that really a fear?
It really is. Like
Or it's a sort of a sadness.
No, just be by myself. Like if I'm like eating breakfast, but I'm just like, oh, wow, this is scary. So then I go up to someone like, hey, do you want to have breakfast? It's just a really weird fear, but being alone, and then bungalows.
Now, explain to the American audience, a bungalow, some of us might not know that. It's like a one-story house.
So it's a one-story house with no stairs. There's a lot of them in the UK, and that's why I'm so like afraid of them.
You couldn't be in a bungalow, you couldn't run upstairs in this beautiful dress.
No,
Who made this?
Calvin Klein by appointment.
Calvin Klein by appointment.
And you're part of the Calvin Klein family.
I am.
Yes.
I
What does that mean? When do they give you? Is there a ceremony or a special? Do they wave a wand over you?
No, they're just really awesome people to work with, and I have such a fun time collaborating on what I'm wearing to this, fashion show or, this. It's such a fun process. I feel like it's not as stressful as everybody thinks it is. Well, with Calvin, it's a tight family, and I have so much fun.
Speaking of fun, what's it like to be a part of one of the biggest shows on television right now?
Oh, it's crazy. It's really fun. And again, like I just saw the Duffer Brothers who created and directed the show, and wrote it, and so it was like really cool to go and see them. We're a tight family, which is really, really fun.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful evening.
Have a wonderful
Thank
evening.
you, Millie Bobby Brown.
What
She's
a
fantastic.
beautiful child.
She looks
What
gorgeous.
A wonderful,
I think she's one of the best dressed of the evening by
superpowered
far.
mutant I've ever
Look
seen.
who you've got right behind
really
you.
chatty, isn't she?
She's
She
really
wouldn't-
chatty.
I mean,
Too much talk.
too much.
talk.
I mean, I
But
kept
she's
going
very
like
talented.
this,
I
and I
know.
kept going.
That just happened to me. I swear to you that we were going on and on and on, and the interviewer and the cameraman went like this. He went.
He didn't really do that. Maybe he
Jeffrey
had a
Tambor.
just
Jeffrey
happened.
Tambor, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Now, a lot of people might not know this, but you are also a bookstore entrepreneur, owner.
Am I not anymore?
No, you are.
Oh, I
you
am.
are also.
Oh, I am.
In addition to.
You know who's coming to read at our store? Salman Rushdie.
That's fantastic.
He's well known. He's a big deal.
It's like hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
You
I've
don't
always
get much
wanted.
bigger than that in the
No,
book world.
not in the book world.
And there's no fatwa, so everything's good now.
I love that, and it's oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He's a great author. And why are we talking about books? Why aren't we talking about?
Let's talk about TV.
Talk about transfer. One of the things that happened this season that I thought you talked about is a lot of this is on the page, but there's some moments where you've reacted, and there was, of course, everybody remembers that wedding where you were referred to by the wrong gender, and you spontaneously.
Yes, and it was a gender malapropism, and he said, "Sir, would you lift your head?" And I said to, my wife, I said, "What did he say?" And he said, "Sir," and I said, "Let's get out of here." And we go. But what's great about that is that our director, Jill Soloway, loves accidents and loves what human beings do, and it's great. And we go on the air, and well, that's not true. We're already on the air. We stream in 5 days. I never thought I would say we stream in 5 days.
Yeah, I know. So how do you feel about that? This new world where there are things like
I love it.
streaming and more than 3 channels.
I love it. I mean, we have to knock back that, military ban, the transgender military ban, and we have to tell those older gentlemen to leave quietly. So we have issues, but we are about human beings, and we're about people and a family that undergoes change, and we're all undergoing change.
Now
I can
you've won,
feel it.
Jeffrey, you've won twice for this role.
I have?
Yes, you have.
I never got the Emmys.
Will tonight be a three-peat?
I don't think so.
What?
I'm saying, I'll whisper it in your ear. You ready? I'm not saying anything. And,
Can't tell you what he said, but it was juicy.
Well, it's exciting news.
What
And
is
it's
it?
exciting to see, well, what you said. I can't repeat it.
I didn't say anything.
That's not true.
I
That's
told
not
my
true.
son that I don't think I'm going to win, and he goes, "Oh, you have to." The kids don't get it. But I got to
That's
tell
not really
you.
how it works.
No, it doesn't. And it's not about who's the best. We're lucky to be here, right?
Yeah. And we're lucky to have you here. Thank you so much.
I'm honored.
Go have fun.
Thank you, sir.
Great
You look
interview.
fantastic. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
He's got like 8 billion of
I
those.
know.
He's got 8
It's
billion
fine.
Emmys.
It's fine.
It's crazy.
Fine.
I mean, the man
Love
is
him.
he is
So
so
funny.
good.
Hysterical.
Oh, the lovely Kathryn Hahn. I love it. Oh my goodness.
you.
It's the
Hi,
it's the
everybody.
Rebbe Rachel.
It's Rabbi Raquel. Fine.
How are you?
Good, thank you. You look so
Okay.
gorgeous.
Thank you. So,
You're
Catherine,
gorgeous,
this is
man.
your first Emmy nomination.
Yes.
How are you feeling tonight?
I'm just like I just feel like I'm just like a giggling mess. I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin at midnight. I can't believe I'm in like this category with these women for a rabbi that suffers a miscarriage. It's kind of strange, but it's the greatest.
And you're also on another show.
Yes.
Which everybody loves.
Yeah.
And I have a question.
Sure.
When you talk about it with your children, do
Yes.
they say they're like, "Are you on?"
Yeah, they say, yes, very clearly. You know, the more you say I love Dick, the more it just kind of loses its meaning. And so it's very easy for me to say I love Dick now.
So your kids are like,
You said it very easily just now.
They say, Mom, are you talking about I love Dick? They'll just say it. Well, Dick is a gentleman's name.
It is. It's been a nickname for years.
Yeah, Dick Nixon, guys.
Dick Nixon, he had that.
Tricky Dick.
Tricky Dick. And nobody said anything.
Nobody said anything.
Nobody
Why
said
are
a
we
word.
so rude now?
I don't know. You're taking the word back, and
I'm
you're
gonna
making
take back the word
You
Dick.
could have a monologues play.
Yes.
Could do that. Now, if you could be on any other show,
Stranger
here,
Things.
Stranger Things.
Really?
It looks so fun.
It
That
does look
world
fun.
just looks so fun to be in.
Would you
It
shave your
really
head
does.
and join Millie Bobby Brown in the
No,
bald
I would not
department?
shave my head.
Okay.
Would you be a Demigorgon?
Are you kidding me? No. I love it. A Demigorgon?
Demigorgon?
No, I just want to wear 80s clothes. I want to wear I just want a lot of like highlighting and that's what I want to do. And just a lot of like what? Terrifying, like walking in dark streets and just like with the music behind me and just being like with a tab.
And with some shoulder pads, like a silk blouse.
I would
and
love it.
jeans.
I would love it. Like maybe I'm just like a investigator that flies in from a big city. I think that's
Simon
a great
and
idea.
Simon.
I love it.
Yes.
Let's bring
I
the
have a
fashion
torrid-
back to
torrid
2000.
affair with David Harbour's character.
Oh wow. Okay, I love it.
It's
You've got it all mapped
It's
out.
happening already.
We've got to ask you about this dress.
Secret it out. This is the vintage Courage.
Ooh, I love
From
it.
the swinging 60s, maybe even.
I think absolutely.
Because that's when he was the deal.
Yeah.
That's
Think
what
it's
I've heard.
literally from the 60s.
Well, it looks amazing.
What if it just like falls off?
Really quickly, Kathryn.
No, but it's perfect.
You and Judith Light are both nominated in this category.
I know, goddess.
She's a legend.
I know.
What advice has she given you about the craft and longevity
Oh,
in this,
so many.
in this
She's
industry?
just the most. I mean, you guys probably got a chance to talk to her. She is the
worst.
The absolute worst. Self-involved.
No.
Not a good listener.
I don't believe you.
No, she
Never.
is. She is the. I mean, are you kidding me? Dame Light is what we call her. She's a goddess, and she just is like her generosity, and her being present is such a reminder to all of us. And she's like a shapeshifter. She's so good at her job.
She is.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Oh,
I
my
will
pleasure
ask
for
you some.
bum rushing you. You mean I just busted up
I'm
here?
there.
We like it.
Talmudic questions later in the evening. I know you can handle that.
I can handle it. Yeah, after
right.
a couple glasses of champagne.
For sure.
Have a
Thank you
wonderful
so much.
evening.
Nice-
Thank
nice
you.
to see you again.
Thank you. I
The
love her.
most funny person.
She was
one of the
hysterical.
funniest and
Hysterical.
smart.
And beautiful and vintage Courage.
Beautiful and the vintage.
James
Courage.
Corden! Oh my
How are you?
goodness.
Nice to see you.
Oh my
Hello,
goodness.
I'm
How
James.
are you?
Nice to see you.
Hi
I'm very
James,
well.
how are you?
I'm
So
good.
you know we have to sing.
Oh,
You've got to
come on.
pick a song.
No one wants that.
Oh, come on.
Nobody
Everybody
wants that.
Carpool
No one wants
karaoke,
that.
Emmy red carpet
Nobody
style.
wants that.
A lot of people don't realize this about James, but he actually loathes carpool karaoke now.
Oh,
It's
no, I
become
don't.
like an
I love
albatross
it.
around his
No,
neck.
I love it.
No, you
But,
love it. He really does love it.
no,
I
I
just
do.
I was having a bit of fun.
Oh, no, I get that.
Yeah. We were just playing.
No, I get it.
No.
We
you-
will,
No,
James,
you like
we
being
will,
nominated
we will sing tonight. So what's the song of
I
choice?
don't think we will. I'm not sure.
Don't-
How's it going?
How about Bruno Mars? Don't believe me, just watch.
I don't think anybody wants us to sing up
I
Funk
do.
right now.
I
I
do.
definitely
It's
don't.
not happening. Now, in all seriousness, because this is a very serious evening.
Is it?
Is it? It
Yeah,
is. It
okay.
is. It is.
No,
If
it's
you could be
not.
on any other show.
Or if I could
Because
be on any other show.
As an actor. As an actor.
Oh, This Is Us.
This is us.
For sure.
And who would you want to be on This Is Us? Or what would you like to do on This Is
I'd
Us?
like to be a fourth child who no one knew existed, who then comes along and they go like, oh, I didn't know
If
we
you
had
were
a
like,
brother.
you were like, they were quadruplets.
I could be Chrissy Metz's brother.
And you were sent to England. And then
Yeah,
you came
and then
back.
he came back to find his parents.
And you were angry, or would you play it?
Yeah, and he just goes, guys, this is us. That wasn't us, this is.
Now this is us.
Now this is us.
It's the big four.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we can make that work.
Well, we're looking
We just
to-
had Sterling K. Brown on the red carpet.
Isn't
We'll
he
put in a
wonderful?
good word for you.
He's amazing, isn't he?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing. What's the last show you binge watched, by the way?
Oh, I just finished the show Ozark on Netflix, which I really enjoyed. It's terrific.
Jason
very
Bateman,
dark.
Laura Linney,
It's
really
brilliant.
good.
Yeah, it's terrific. I really
Would you
love
ever
it.
like to do something really dark, and with murders and child abuse and things like that?
You mean in life?
No. Well, no.
Because that feels like a weird, no.
That would be a bad thing. No,
No,
I
I
mean
would,
as an actor, as a person of the craft who
Yes.
wants to take on many different things.
I would love to do lots of different things. Yeah, of course. I would love to do something that's... You just want to challenge all the time. That's all you ever want.
I have
That's all
one
really.
final question. Do you have a secret talent or skill that the world has never seen you do?
Oh, God, no. I've exhausted even ones that I don't have.
So now you're just limping.
Yeah,
along.
100%.
All right, well, it's
James,
working.
really quickly, I know you're not going to sing, but who is your dream carpool karaoke guest? Who do you want riding next
Well,
to
it's
you?
Beyonce, isn't it?
Beyonce.
It's all a quest to get Beyonce.
This whole thing was just to get Beyonce.
That's it. That's
That's
all
it.
it is. Yeah.
I think she's coming.
We'll
She's
try.
coming.
We'll see.
Put in a word.
Nice to see you.
Nice
What
to
a
see you
pleasure.
again, sir.
Nice so nice to
Fantastic.
see you.
Who run the world, girls? Thank you.
Well, He's a funny man.
I wanted to sing Uptown Funk with him. I love Bruno
wasn't
Mars.
having it.
He
was
wasn't
not
having
going
it.
to do
That's
that.
okay. I can sing it by
He was
myself.
not going to do that.
Uptown Funk you
And
up. Uptown Funk you
hello.
up. Zoe Kravitz in the
Zoe
house.
Kravitz.
How are you?
You are so beautiful. I love the hair. It's incredible. It's very Mia Farrow.
It is. That is totally the inspiration.
And you were blonde before, and now
I'm brunette.
Brunette.
Tell us about this feathery confection. That you're
This is a Dior dress. It's rainbow.
Wow.
And I like it.
It's exquisite. Now, when did you know that was the one?
It was the second dress I tried on.
Really?
And it felt magical to me. So.
But I have to ask. You knew from the beginning that you were the one.
I did.
And did anyone else know?
I mean, everyone in the cast knew, or anyone who read the book knew.
Right.
But no one else.
Obviously, I've just revealed that I did not read the book.
Which is
Like an idiot. Another humiliating moment for me. I know it's a really good book. But let's get back to you pushing a man and sort of impaling him on
Yes.
the pole.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler
Well,
alert.
you never watched it by now.
At this point, just don't even bother.
Do people come up to you now and they're like, good for you?
Yeah, less and less. But the week that the episode aired, it was nuts. It was really funny walking down the street and people like feeling so intense about the last episode.
What was it like working with legends like Reese Witherspoon and Nicole
It was
Kidman
amazing.
and Laura Dern?
It was amazing. I think at first it was like I was so in awe of kind of them and their persona and their body of work, and then once I kind of got to know them, it became more about working with these amazing human beings who are just so kind and talented and still have such a passion for the work. It was an absolute pleasure to be with them every day.
Any behind the scenes antics? Any like?
Nothing crazy, just like fun stuff, you know. There was some cocktails and some talking and it was like a slumber party, you know. It was amazing to be around so many wonderful women.
That's one A-list slumber party.
It was an A-list slumber party.
You know, if you could be on any other show besides the show you just did,
Yes.
that's Here Tonight, which one would you want to be on?
Maybe The Handmaid's Tale. I've been watching that and I'm very into it.
It's pretty intense.
It's intense, and I think it's very brave, and I think it's beautiful at the same time, and it's alarming how close to real it feels in some ways.
Well, I wanted to ask you also, because you and Reese have these scenes in this show, and Reese does not like you very much.
No, she doesn't.
Did you, I mean, when you were in character like that, were you ever like, wow, she's really coming at me, I feel a lot of negative
I mean,
energy.
only during the scenes, I was like,
Well, no,
go for
obviously
it.
not.
No, me and Reese are very close. We got along.
That's not what I heard.
We got along. Oh, really? What'd you hear? No, we got along really well. She's incredible. She's one of my best friends.
Okay, tell us about your next project, and then we'll let you go have fun.
I'm shooting Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them too right now in London.
You're shooting
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them too in London right now. So that's been an incredible experience, and yeah, we're having a lot of fun out there.
Well, that's going to be a big sequel, and we can't wait to see it. And I'm sure I can't wait to see how magical you are in that. You were terrific in this. Thank you so much, Zoe.
You look amazing. Have a great evening. Definitely one of the best dresses of the evening for me.
Dress.
I mean, that dress is exquisite.
And the hair, the whole
It's
thing, amazing.
beautiful.
Look.
I mean, the jeans on that one, Lisa Bonet,
They're
Lenny
beautiful.
Kravitz,
Well,
Fancy
fantastic.
seeing you here.
Fancy seeing you here.
How's it going, guys?
We are very happy to have you here.
Oh,
and this
happy to
dress
be
is
here.
exquisite. Who are you
Why,
wearing?
thank you. I'm wearing Miu Miu.
Miu Miu.
A
Beautiful.
Mad Men related question. Do you run into each other on the street and hurl recriminations at each other? Are you friends, or was that all just...
No, we are friends. We have an email chain. Like, it's all good in the hood. I see January quite a bit, and I see Janie, our costume designer, a lot, and Matt Weiner, the creator. I actually am friends with some of his sons. So it's all, everyone sees each other still. I mean, as much as we can, but it's still a tight-knit little bunch.
We got to talk about feud.
We have to talk about food, for sure.
Do you have any feuds? Any beefs with people you want to like settle right here? We got your back.
You know what? I'm so hungry. I thought you said we have to talk about food, and I was all ready. But you said feud,
Yes.
right?
No, I thought you said food too, because
I'm a food person.
Well, I'm hungry too.
I'm a food person.
Okay.
And
if you could eat, if you could eat anything right now, what would you eat?
cacio e pepe pasta is what I'm thinking about at the moment, or the bowl I had for lunch, which was honestly really good.
Oh.
So I'd do it again.
Yeah.
You don't have any feuds with anyone.
I
You
don't
do.
have any feuds.
Why did I answer that for you like that? I could have gotten a good answer. You were about to say John Hamm.
I was about to say John Hamm, but then you
Screwed it up.
And you
But
saved her.
I will say that your earring, you need to show the world that you are wearing two different earrings.
Indecisive.
Who gave you those earrings?
You know what? I got the earrings from my stylist, and I'm in the car, and she texts me and she says, "You can't tell anyone who makes the earrings. There's a conflict."
Really?
So I can't tell you. Only I know. But they're on my ears, and I love them.
Can you whisper it to us?
Yeah. Oh. One last style secret.
Tell you later.
You have one thing you do that, I mean, you're always so well dressed. What do you?
Oh,
one
thank
thing,
you.
What's your secret?
Just have fun. Have fun.
That's good advice.
Great
Have
advice.
fun.
Have fun.
Well, go have fun.
I'm gonna do that.
Go do that.
Fun and get yourself some
Thank you so
pasta.
much.
Oh my God.
All right. All right. I thought you said food too, and I was like,
No,
you said
everybody's
food.
hungry. No one's
Everybody's
eaten in a
hungry,
few
and
weeks.
It's like, it's
Can't eat
crazy.
when you want to get in a dress.
Oh, Mr.
Riz Ahmed.
How are you?
We want you here.
Okay, good. No. Now, the last time I saw you, you were in a Star Wars movie, and the funny thing was that everybody was like, "Are you going to be in the next one? Are you going to be in the next one?" And you're like, "You can't really talk about that." And now we know why you can't be in the next one, because
It's still spoilers though. Some people still haven't seen it.
I don't know that I have to honor everybody's feelings all the time.
You know, it's a good attitude. I like that. I need to
It's
live more
time
like
for
you,
people
just recklessly
just
following
get
my
in
heart.
there. But we'll talk about The Night Of, which is an amazing performance.
Thank you
and
very much.
incredible. And now, I mean, you're here so much. Do you enjoy coming to Hollywood? You even played Coachella.
Yeah, I guess I've been back and forth quite a lot, particularly in the last year, both for music and for The Night Of and promoting stuff. I love it out here in LA. Yeah, but I kind of get a sense that, you know, whenever you visit a city and you're not living there, you go with the holiday mentality, and it has that gloss around it where, like, it would be amazing to live it. And when you live somewhere, there's traffic just like everywhere. Actually, the traffic here is not like everywhere, it's worse.
Now, Riz, you're one of the few people tonight who's nominated in 2 different categories, for Night Of and for Girls.
Well, that's kind of crazy, I guess. Yeah, we have a saying in the UK, you know, you wait an hour for a London bus and then 2 come along at once. So, I guess that was kind of crazy. And they were very different experiences. And I don't know, I just feel like Lena's a genius, Steve Zalian's a genius, so I'm really glad that those shows got recognized.
Well, you had a pivotal role. You left her with a present at the end.
Yeah,
You're her baby
present,
daddy.
That's one way of putting it. I like how you're putting a positive spin on all my dastardly acts.
Or we could put the Maury Povich spin on it and say you are the baby daddy.
Yeah, well, there is an element of truth in that, yeah.
So there's so much. This is peak television. There's so much good stuff happening in both the United States and in the UK.
Yeah.
Is there any show that you would have liked to be a part of, a role that you watch, you see someone else do anything, I would have loved that?
Oh, you know, 2 shows that I was obsessed with this year were Master of None Season 2 and Atlanta. And listen, I'll do anything in those shows. I want to walk on part on either of those. I'll be an extra. I don't care. If you're watching these guys, I'd love
time to call your agent.
Yeah.
Well, it's fantastic, and a fantastic musician too. So it's great that you're getting to do that again, man.
Thank you very
nice
much.
to see
Thank
you.
you so much for being here. Really quickly, who are you wearing? You look very dapper.
Prada and Louis Vuitton shoes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's nice chocolate Prada tax.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Prada and Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you. He looks exquisite. Looks exquisite.
An amazing looking guy. I think we're going to go back to our New York studio in just a second.
Okay.
So we had Riz Ahmed there, and we're just talking how incredible.
The Night Of, no, I was saying the first episode of The Night Of is maybe one of my favorite TV episodes of all time.
For anything,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So he's got that, he's got Girls, so he's got the nominations
And
there.
Star Wars.
It's Star Wars. I mean, it's just blown up for him, isn't it?
Well, between Billy Eichner, The Rock, and Riz Ahmed, that covers every movie made and every television show made in the last year.
I think you're
They're
right.
They must be on one of them.
Yeah, it's really
I know.
incredible.
I love him. Yeah, that's all I can say. I love him so much.
Love him so much.
But we have some more burst videos that are coming in, so thank you for sending them. Let's see what you guys have to say. Check it out.
Hey there, Chris from Boston. I'm not a huge series watcher or a binge watcher, but I gotta tell you, Westworld grabbed me this year like nothing I've seen on TV in years, so it really, really should win. It's just an incredible hour of weekly TV. Can't believe we're gonna wait till 2018 for the 2nd season, but holy mackerel. So, big fan there. Wouldn't be a tragedy if Donald Glover and Atlanta won either, man. That is one talented man.
I'm Jake, and I'm happy that Melissa McCarthy was nominated because she is a way better Sean Spicer than Sean Spicer could ever be.
Hi, my name is Nick, and I'm a huge fan of Silicon Valley. So excited it's nominated for Best Comedy Series. I think it's the best comedy series this year, so I hope that takes home the Emmy. Thanks.
All right. right.
Yeah, I love hearing from the fans.
I know. Keep sending those in because we like them.
We're very excited. Of course, some people are asking when's the show actually, the actual Emmys broadcast? It's at 8 o'clock Eastern, so get ready for that. It's going to be a great show. Guys, so far we've seen a lot of fashion come down the carpet with that round of interviews. What stuck out to you that we've seen so far?
So far, I am in love with Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
I think she looks so adorable. She's dressed in Calvin Klein. She looks like a princess, but what I think was what stuck out to me most is she felt age appropriate. Like it was very much her age, but very stylish. I thought the hair was very minimal. The makeup was very minimal. Even her heels were like kitten heels and they look so adorable on her. So she's my top choice for now.
Okay, was Jane Fonda age appropriate?
Oh, interesting, Torre.
I feel like you're really leading us with that.
No, I'm just throwing out a question.
Okay.
No, it's a real question.
She was great.
And I see
I think a legend can do anything she wants to do.
Answer because they're twins.
Perfect, and she can do anything and wear
A living legend can do whatever she wants.
All right.
Get an Oscar, do whatever you
Get
want.
it out of your system,
Now
Torre.
you're just digging a hole deeper. So we're going to go back to the carpet. So let's check up on them. How's it going?
Hi,
everybody.
guys. We're here with Elisabeth Moss.
We're here with the Emmy, multi-Emmy nominated, amazing mother of Lucy and Ethel.
Oh, yes.
Cats.
Thank you. Thank you for remembering.
Now,
I owe
Elisabeth,
them everything.
you do. Elisabeth, can we talk about this role? I mean, it is incredible. Gut-wrenching, riveting. What challenges did you face when you were trying to tackle this role?
Honestly, just physically, it was difficult. There was a lot of long hours, long weeks for 6 months. So physically, it was difficult. Emotionally, it was really fun and what I love to do. The producing aspect was another challenge as well, wearing that other hat, adding that to the mix. But it was very fulfilling. So.
What made you decide to sign on to this project? Did you know immediately from the script? Had you been familiar with the book before? What made you say yes to this?
I fell in love with June, honestly. I just thought she was such a, I don't know if I can say badass, but I thought she was badass. And I thought she just was inspiring, and I wanted to explore her. And I thought she was also very real and complicated, and all the things that I like in a character.
Let me ask you a question about offstage, off-screen. One of the things that Joe Fiennes said was that you actually have a lot of fun. You have antics off-screen, off-camera. What do you do to have fun when you're going through really one of the most horrific ordeals of your,
I'm a little bit of a class clown, so I like to make jokes. I like to be inappropriate. I like to make people laugh and distract them for what's happening. When you work so much with a crew and a cast for 6 months, you spend so much time together. So a lot of stuff becomes funny that isn't really that funny, but it's really funny at 4 in the morning.
So what is really funny at 4 in the morning?
Oh, it wouldn't even make sense to you. It just is the dumbest stuff ever.
Now, we've got to talk about fashion, and then we'll let you go play. Talk to us about this dress. I see a Louboutin on the bag. Tell me about this dress.
Louboutin, and the dress is Prabal Gurung custom made, so I love it. It was an idea that me and my stylist had, Carla, and he created exactly what we wanted perfectly.
Now, what's the one thing you do to get ready for the red carpet? How do you get hyped for this spectacle?
I was listening to a little music in the car. I like to put on a little old school hip hop, and I was listening to a little Mary J. Blige, a little
song?
Giggity, a little Beyonce, of course. Family Affair was a Mary J. Blige song, obviously. No more drama.
Great seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So nice to
Good
see you.
luck.
Fantastic, thank you. It's going to be a big night for you.
Oh,
The
we'll see.
amazing
Thanks.
Elisabeth Moss, the queen of
Elizabeth
Peak
Moss?
TV.
Okay. Lea
We are
Michele,
gonna
come
get
on in here.
A
Woo!
guest. Hi, how are you?
I'm really well. Thank you so much.
Love this dress. What is the one
So there's
detail
a
about
belt
this
on
dress
there.
that stood out to you?
I like the belt. Yeah, I really did. And I really feel like for me, it's actually quite comfortable, which might seem surprising because it's pretty heavy, but I really loved it. Purple, it's
Love it.
purple detail,
Thank you so much.
So, Lea, there's so much going on in television now. When you look around at these casts, is there a cast you'd love to join, a role you'd like to play?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm playing an incredible role right now on my new TV show, The Mayor.
Valentina.
So, yes, thank you so much. So I'm very satisfied, but I'm such a TV fan. You guys, honestly, I think I've seen every single show that's nominated tonight. Like, that's how crazy I am. And I just saw some of the girls from Big Little Lies, and for me, that was one of the best of the season. Feud was so amazing as well. I think I'm just fangirling out over here over everything.
who's got you fangirling the most? Is there one person on the red carpet that has you like, oh my God?
I think if I see Reese, I probably would get super excited.
All right, well, go find her. She's here.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much for being here. You look fabulous. I love the dress.
Thank you so
Sequins, the
much.
belt, Merlot color, perfect. All right, Anthony
We
Anderson.
are about to get somebody really great.
We're getting somebody
Right up here.
Somebody
Oh.
from Blackish wearing whitish. I love it.
No, somebody from Blackish wearing creamish.
Creamish.
Yeah, they're right.
Excuse
But you need to talk about the studs here, sir. Look at
Oh,
that.
What about my studs?
Look at they
Fantastic.
look like they're made of many diamonds.
Oh, they are. They are. You have to represent when you're on the red carpet at the Emmys.
Yeah, Blackish
Thank you, 14 karat out of Beverly Hills. Thank you. Only charge me half price when I come back tonight.
They better be returned.
Yeah.
You know, they're waiting. They're waiting for those when they come back.
Anthony, you're nominated this evening. What's
Yes.
it feel like for you to be here right now? And what's it feel like for you to be a part of one of the biggest shows on television?
It feels exciting across the board. You know, when Kenya Barris and I sat down 5 years ago now and conceived this show and, you know, talked about what we wanted to talk about on television, looked at the landscape of television and what was missing for us, this is what we came up with. You know, the story of our lives, the story of our wives, of our children, of our success and the trappings of that. And here we are 4 years later now, being celebrated with a nomination for our show and individually for Tracy and myself at the Emmys. So it's an exciting night.
If you win tonight, how are you going to celebrate?
When I win tonight, what am I going to do?
When you win tonight, what are you going to do? How are you going
I've already claimed it. So
Claim
what
it?
happens, I'm shouting my mama out who's in the back of the house, and she's probably going to run up on stage with me. We're just going to have fun. I may not make it to work tomorrow. And I have a 5:48 a.m. call. I may be slightly late. I may not show up till noon.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Mhm.
All right, well, go have fun on that red carpet,
I
and
will.
good luck tonight.
Thank
you
you
look
very much.
amazing.
Nice to see you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, that is
Laverne, oh
an
my God, I
amazing
see
guy.
Laverne Cox behind
Laverne
me.
Cox is coming.
Laverne Cox is behind me. Is she coming? Is she coming?
She's right.
Laverne
Cox,
Cox.
nice to see you.
Yes, honey, serve it.
So tell
How are
us-
you?
I'm great. Good to see you again,
Happy
Laverne.
Emmys 2017.
Thank
Your
you.
wing liner is flawless.
Thank you,
Button, I love
thank
the
you,
purple liner.
thank you. Shout out to Michael Lee. Thank you.
Favorite part of this outfit? What is your
My
favorite?
favorite part. You were like, what's your favorite part?
What is that? I did that thing. That's a bad thing. What's
The
this?
whole thing. I love this dress so much. Naeem Khan, thank you so much. And thank you, Lorraine Swartz, for the jewels. And the nails are from my new collection from Orly Nails. It's a collaboration, and it's called Celebrate Yourself. And some proceeds, 10% of proceeds go to hurricane relief for Irma and Harvey. And I just love these colors. This is Androgyny, and this is Shine.
Look at that. Like, this is beautiful.
Oh, and this is Lorraine Swartz.
And they match the Lorraine Schwartz jewelry.
Well, that was the
impeccably.
whole idea.
That was the idea. That was the notion.
You're looking like a silver goddess.
Thank you.
Now, did you know that this was the one as soon as you tried it on?
Well, because I'm not sample size, we have to do things custom. So we decided on this dress 6 weeks ago, and they made it from scratch. This was shown in a different color on the runway, and we wanted to do it in the gunmetal. I had a fitting with Naeem about 6 weeks ago, and the dress came a few days ago from India via New York. And we've had a few alterations, and here we are.
Really quickly before we go, we've got to talk about Orange is the New Black. That show changed your life. What is it like for you to be a part of that important show and that ensemble?
Well, Gingy Cohen, our creator, is a genius, and this group of women, there's some guys in the show too, these group of actors is so incredible, and the stories touch so many people all over the world. I've gotten to travel the world because of this show, and I've gotten to meet people from everywhere, from Tokyo to Paris to Mexico City, who love the show, who see themselves in these characters, and people need to see themselves on TV. And this is the time when more and more people are seeing their stories and themselves reflected, and that is everything.
Well, you are everything. Laverne Cox, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful evening.
Nice to see you. You look
Thank you
beautiful.
so much. You look beautiful.
The amazing and beautiful Lorraine
Fantastic,
Cox.
So talented, so beautiful. Back to you in New York.
Yes,
Right.
Laverne Cox, and with
Great.
Jeffrey Tambor over there looking good as well.
I don't know, for my fashion ladies, what'd you think of Laverne Cox? Her look, her hair, everything.
I think it's very Laverne. She loves to make a statement. She loves to do something very bold. And I think it's like something she felt good and sexy in. It was a lot of look, but it was her.
Yeah, it's definitely her.
All right, well, social media is buzzing about the big show. So here are some of the highlights from the feeds so far. A lot of people tweeting. Allison Janney says, on my way, hashtag stuffing me in my car.
That's great.
John Lithgow says, off to Emmys, ready to win or lose. Lots more experience with the latter. Thanks for all the good wishes. Well, good luck to him. Of course, we have Modern Family. Sarah Hyland, she says, getting Emmys ready with my favorite people. Just primping there. And then Jesse Tyler Ferguson, spanked up and on her way to the Emmys.
I love the green.
Right,
Turn it up a bit, yeah.
All right, and a shout out once again to Smart Water for keeping us hydrated and energized on set as we talk all things Emmys. How is that,
What is
Jeremy?
he spanksing?
It's just, you know,
I mean, he weighs about 100 pounds, maybe, so there's nothing for him to spank.
He's definitely not wearing Spanx.
There you go. There's the Smart Water, keeping us hydrated, distilled and everything. How do they do it? I don't know.
A lot of Smart Water, you don't need Spanx.
You don't need Spanx if you just stick to that. That's right. That's not an official statement, Smart Water.
That's
it's just
right, all
Torre's
riled
own
up about
rendition.
it.
Anecdotal.
Guys, let's dive into, can we dive into the limited series categories? Which, let's be honest about this, this gets more and more exciting every year as more of these get made. Movie stars flocking to television with these series. So nominated for Outstanding Limited Series, Big Little Lies, Fargo, Feud, Betty and Joan, Genius, and The Night Of.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of talk that the battle is between HBO's Big Little Lies and FX's Feud, Betty and Joan. So what is your take on this feud?
I mean, how good are those two shows? Those were two of my favorite shows this year, so I'm so happy. I don't know. Are you kidding me?
You know, I went with you on the whole ride of Big Little Lies. We got to the end. That was the end. Are you kidding me? I was very unhappy. I wanted the end to pay off to.
Did. And I was
no,
so happy.
I was
It
so
was
upset.
Creepy
So
cashmere.
upset.
I was happy.
Yeah. A lot of, like, there were runs on the beach.
Look, I know the fashion was working for you guys, but the plot was not working for me.
I loved it. Big Little Lies was a great show, and so many movie stars. I mean, obviously Feud does
so bad
as well.
to the children, though.
I mean,
And Feud, 18 nominations. It's really impressive.
I mean,
It's a strong showing there, yeah.
So what do you think if you had to make your predictions on what is going to win for
Big
Limited
Little
Series?
Lies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
I mean, there's so much star power in that. You know, it's hard to bet against that, even though it was really not a good show in the end. But The Night Of was so incredible.
It really was so
I
incredible.
people in so much.
But
I
here's where
wonder
you're-
if that will win.
Here's where you're wrong, and I agree with Andrea. The Night Of started so, it was like that first hour, the first
got
2
to
hours,
be kidding
brilliant.
me.
By the end, you were like, look, move it along enough with the eczema.
The
you know?
growth and change of this character, Riz Ahmed's character, not the eczema
Yes.
man, but the growth as he grows institutionalized as time goes on. That was so powerful and
He
so
was like in
gut-wrenching.
prison forever.
But let's.
That's the way it is for people,
Jessica and I are on the
Jessica.
same page. Let's talk about individual performances, especially with Big Little Lies. You have Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman. Who do you think will take the cake when it comes to that?
I think Jessica Lange, actually, when you look at that. Her
Oh, wow.
I mean, Joan Crawford is, I loved Feud. I thought it was terrific. And she is so good in that show, no matter what. Even if that wasn't your favorite show, even if you like Big Little Lies more, you cannot argue with her performance.
Okay.
What if we bounce down to Fargo, which we have not talked about, not even once, but 16 nominations is really impressive. And it almost feels like, look, this show had a lot of steam earlier on in the run of the series, but 16 nominations with 3 in the acting, Carrie Coon, Ewan McGregor, David Thewlis. What do we feel about their performances? You don't think they...
It was such a great movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop it. The first 2 seasons of Fargo were incredible. This was not, I don't think, anyone would say that this was one of the stronger seasons of Fargo.
No.
I love the show. It wasn't great. I mean, Ewan McGregor playing brothers. I mean, it was good. The performances were good. I think a lot of people wanted Carrie Coon to get nominated for The Leftovers.
But she ended up getting it
But
for
she
this
got it for
instead.
Fargo.
And it did win Outstanding Miniseries in 2014. So season 1, yeah, it had a lot.
Season 1 deserved it.
So, and you feel like it's kind of losing steam as we go? They're kind of trying to pull out some
Holly
tricks.
was busy with other stuff.
Yeah, all right. That makes sense. All right. John Lithgow, can we transfer to that a bit? What do we think about his performance? He's one of those guys.
Churchill, yeah.
As Churchill, yeah. He's one of those guys that can really, as much as we know who he is, he can also disappear into a role.
There are a few bigger stars of the fans of The Crown than this one here.
I love it. It's so good. It's so, and he's amazing in all of them. Claire Foy is incredible. I love that show, and I think Lithgow, to play Churchill and to turn in a performance that even like the Brits love, that's saying something.
It is. For sure. And Claire Foy, so when she goes up against Elisabeth Moss, how do you feel?
It's between the two of them, and I don't know. I feel like Elisabeth Moss is going to get it, though.
Look, Elisabeth Moss spent so much of that production with the camera about this far away from her face, right? And still acting amazingly and emoting so much. You have to give it to her. This is probably the hardest thing to do in acting with the camera just an inch away from you.
Subtlety. That's the key.
I know. I hope it goes to Elisabeth Moss. I will say, though, that Claire Foy, we did just see the movie. It's not out yet, but with Andrew Garfield, Breathe. And that kind of changed my whole attitude about Claire Foy, she's amazing.
The Crown didn't change it?
I don't know, not my show, not my type of show. I know it's your type of show.
Elisabeth Moss is working on something else now, Top of the Lake, which I hated, but you liked, right?
Loved it.
Okay.
All right, all right, back to
Listen
the
to
carpet.
me.
Let's check in what's going on there. What is up, guys?
Hi there, guys.
Hi, guys.
We are here with the beautiful Allison Janney.
Allison Janney, you look incredible. What is the favorite detail on this dress tonight? What do you love the most about it? Because it's exquisite.
It makes my boobs look like they're in the right place.
They're in the perfect place, and I can see them up close.
They're in the perfect place, and I like that. And I don't know, I've never worn a dress like this.
Now, you've won a couple of these. You've got a few.
I had a few.
Where do you put them?
Seven to be exact, JD.
I think it's like 70 Emmys at this point. Is it
I
7-0?
wish. It's 7 Emmys, and I've moved them around a bit. I haven't found, I think right now they're in a good place. They're in my office on these beautiful blue bookshelves, and they're flanking my couch, and they're there, and they're gorgeous. And you don't walk in the house and get hit with them. You have to
because they're
discover
sharp.
them.
You don't want to
They
poke
are
it.
very sharp.
Very sharp.
They're very, and they're beautiful, and there's room on that shelf for more.
Speaking of sharp, the writing on your show, Mom, is very sharp. And I love the relationship between you and Anna Faris's character. What's your relationship like off camera? What antics do you girls get into? Because you guys look like you know how to have a good time.
I'm afraid I can't tell everything that's not fit for this television show, but we are a family there. All of us women, we call ourselves the Watermelon Players. Because when we do scenes where we have to eat food, the fake food is always watermelon because it's the most actor-friendly food you can eat. So we call ourselves the Watermelon Players. And we have such a great time, these great women. When we're not shooting, we're hanging out on the stoop at Stage 20 at Warner Brothers, and we're all gossiping and getting each other through our bumps in life and just being there for each other.
And you take dance classes together, right? You do Zumba with some people.
Yes,
right?
we do Zumba. I'm trying to get them all to tap dance too, because that's what I'd like to learn how to tap.
Show us your best Zumba move right now, upper body work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a good Zumba move. I love it.
I hope that didn't just jiggle everything.
That's a
wrong.
trademark.
Everything is still in place. Don't you worry, Allison Janney. You shook it and you didn't break it. I love it.
Of all the stars here tonight, you have been amongst the rich and famous for so long. But if you were to see someone tonight, would there be somebody that would make you nervous or you would lose it to see?
Well,
who would you fangirl over?
There's so many people, but I have to say I'm excited because I know Dolly's nominated, and I did her musical 9 to 5 back in 2010-11, and I want to see her. I'm excited to see Dolly. I'm most excited to see what she's wearing, right?
She's going to definitely come in something.
It's gonna be awesome.
Something.
She will come in something special and spectacular that will have been made just for this. You know, she's the best woman on the planet.
And you're the best woman. Thank you so much for being here. Please go have a good time.
I will.
You look fantastic.
Good time too.
Nice to see
It's an
you.
honor.
Allison Janney!
The wonderful
right.
Allison Janney.
She's perfect.
She's also in a great movie called I Am Tanya. She is a former figure skater herself, and she's actually in that. She's not playing Tanya Harding, but she's in the movie. Chrissy Metz is here.
Chrissy Metz! How are you? Good to see you again.
I snuck up on you. How
You
are
did
you?
sneak up on me, and I'm so happy to see you.
Talking to Allison, it's totally fine. She's been in 3 of my dreams. I love her.
I already know what my favorite detail of your dress is, but you tell me what your favorite detail is.
Oh goodness, I think I love just the accents of the pearls, and Layla Rose. She just custom, so it's very nice.
You worry about the pearls falling off?
No, I can't worry about that. I think that they're sturdy, but I can't worry about that. Like, it's enough for people stepping on the train. So I'm just like, I'm good. I'll be okay.
Now, I know that you love music. What did you listen to get hyped for the red carpet tonight? What got you in the mood to sashay and twirl and work it?
Okay, so actually, Hall & Oates, 1975. I love them. We have like an eclectic playlist. We were just hanging out, so
So I know.
chill.
I know in a previous life you used to do musical impressions.
Oh, yes.
You have a couple.
Yes.
Who is your best musical impression?
Oh gosh. maybe it's Michael McDonald. Maybe it's, gosh, I don't know.
You got to give it to us. You got to give it to us. Yes. All right, come on.
My best? I mean, I keep forgetting, but not in love anymore. Michael McDonald.
That's good because you don't really need to know all the words.
No, like Jimmy Fallon and I were talking. You're like, like you don't have to say anything really.
And what other Emmy-nominated show would you like to act on, or you have a little show envy for a little bit?
I try not to live enviously, but of course Game of Thrones, even though they're not here this year. I love Handmaid's Tale. Oh gosh, Veep. Are you kidding? That comedy for days. Kimmy Schmidt. I met Tituss Burgess yesterday and almost passed out. I just love him. Yeah.
He's fantastic and you're fantastic. Chrissy Metz, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making me cry every week. I love it. I love it.
I just say the words.
You do your job and you do it very well. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful.
Thank you. You too. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Oh, I see Issa Ray in the background.
She's coming in a beautiful red dress.
Issa Ray coming.
Hello, Issa Ray.
It's me, hey.
Looking beautiful in red.
Thank you very much.
You look fantastic, and the detail is exquisite. What's the favorite part of this dress for you?
Oh my gosh, probably the detail here. The back is actually my favorite. This is the Vera Wang made this just for me. That's actually my favorite detail, that she hit me up and was like, can I make a dress? And this is a custom.
So when Vera Wang calls you and says, can I make you a dress, do you say, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. That was the end of the conversation. That was it.
So we're going to talk about Insecure.
Oh, please. I'm down.
You know, you were like the little engine that could. Started as an internet series, and now you're a cover girl.
Wow. Thank you for that. I'm going to make that my tagline, put it on my resume. Yeah. I mean, it's just been truly an honor, and it's because of, honestly, the internet. It's because of people, you know, loving the show and promoting it, and I'm so humbled by the support that we've gotten.
When you look back at where you've come in the last couple of years, having this show that everybody talks about, is there one person that you sort of think is pivotal in terms of making you a success right now? That if you
I know that Shonda Rhimes paved the way. I wholeheartedly believe that. You know, she gave me my first TV chance, her and Betsy Beers, and you know, I wasn't the best at that, but then HBO came knocking after ABC, and she's always just been so supportive. But hands down, like she put Kerry Washington as Scandal, and I feel like that parlayed into so many more opportunities for creatives of color. So,
do you think things are getting better for people of color in television? It seems like this is the most diverse Emmys ever. It actually is the most diverse Emmys ever.
Absolutely. I think that, you know, audiences are clamoring for new voices and new stories and new experiences on television, and it just feels open. Now it's just a matter of making sure that behind the scenes is as equally represented.
Well, the sky is really the limit, especially after that finale. People are still talking about that, and you're going to go out there and kill it tonight and meet all of your celebrity friends and have fun.
My celebrity friends, I'm still a fan of everyone, so I'm going to silently stare at people and not ask for any pictures and just be satisfied and content.
Just remember,
with
you can never be too inappropriate.
Okay, I'll take your advice.
Word of advice.
Who are you going to fangirl over really quickly? Who's going to make you go like, oh my God?
Everybody, to be honest. I don't know. I can't single out one person. Yeah, I wish I could say one name, but I can't think of anyone right now.
Well, we're going to let you go have a party. Thank you so much for being here. You look exquisite. She was fantastic.
Okay, I think we're going back to New York.
All right, back to New York.
With our friends in New York.
As we are live. Yeah, looking good. All right, let's talk about the show that, frankly, we've all been talking about all year, Saturday Night Live, which received 22 nominations, tying Westworld for the most nominations of any series of the night. Why do you guys think SNL was not only sort of this cultural thing, but also an Emmys force?
Look, you see this almost every 4 years. When the presidential election gets hot, SNL gets hot, because we want to laugh about this stuff, and this year it's so ripe. I mean, all the stuff that Alec Baldwin did around Trump and that Melissa McCarthy did around Spicy was so... My kids were like, wake up Sunday morning like, play me SNL, I want to see the spicy stuff.
And they had Scaramucci, they had everything.
Kate McKinnon as Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, after Clinton lost and she sat there and the cold open at the piano was one of the most beautiful moments. Not a moment that you were like laughing out loud, but it was such a good example of SNL being a real tour de force in pop culture. Maybe being even, and not just making you laugh, but being an important marker.
But the mood
for
of the
what's going
country,
on.
like after 9/11, they came back with like the right tone, and this was that same moment. Like half the country was 52% of the country was crying over what happened, and here comes Kate McKinnon with this perfect song. I mean, they've been doing that over and over this year. The actual comedy stuff has been fine, but the political stuff has been
social commentary.
So great.
Yeah, it's very impressive what they do. 3 of the nominees for supporting actresses in a comedy are from SNL. So you have Kate McKinnon, who won last year, Leslie Jones, and Vanessa Bayer. They're all very talented, obviously. Do you have a favorite performance?
I mean, I would love to see it go to Vanessa Bayer because she's leaving the show, or she's left the show. She won't be on this season, but I think you have to give it to Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, the Hallelujah moment is so amazing. I mean, when Kate was on with Hillary, right, and Hillary slides up to the bar and they start talking, two sort of Hillarys, that was an amazing
Especially
moment.
when you think of how good Amy Poehler was as Hillary Clinton, and then to come in and to do it even better than Amy Poehler did.
Yeah, it was a risky move, and she did it.
Kate's range on the show is so amazing, right? She'll play Hillary, and then she'll play a little kid, and she's an extraordinary actor.
So 5 of SNL's hosts this year were also up for Emmys, and at last week's Creative Arts Emmys, SNL hosts took home both of the awards in their categories. Melissa McCarthy winning Guest Actress in a Comedy, Dave Chappelle winning Guest Actor in a Comedy. Pretty incredible stuff there.
Do you agree with these wins? Now remember, you also had fellow host Kristen Wiig was up against Melissa McCarthy, and also Tom Hanks or Lin-Manuel Miranda, also up against Dave Chappelle.
Heavy hitters.
Wins. I know, very heavy hitters here.
Dave Chappelle is perhaps the greatest stand-up comedian working today, right? So I mean, like, whatever he does, whenever he's on television, it's amazing.
And his opening monologue, it was just Chappelle being Chappelle. Like, it was
extraordinary.
no one was writing for him. He was like, I got this.
No, and he tells these great stories, not these little jokes. He's a genius. So I mean, he should win everything, even stuff that he's not actually nominated for.
Well, yeah, he kind of he went away, did his thing, has come back in an incredible way.
Melissa McCarthy did. I think the whole country was like, please give us more. Like, we don't want real Spicer. We want you.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, we're rolling around New York with the podium and all that.
Lambs, like, that was amazing.
So among the record-breaking 22 nominations, SNL is up for Variety Sketch Series against Billy on the Street, Documentary Now, Drunk History, Portlandia, and the Tracy Ullman Show. Do you think SNL will come out on top in that category when it comes to that competition there? It's pretty...
definitely. I mean, doesn't it feel like the most relevant show of all of
Absolutely.
those?
It seems like the voters will definitely feel that way.
Yes, and even if the other shows had their moments at other times, this is SNL's year.
It's only won twice ever.
Portlandia is an incredible show. I love them. They are so smart. They are so funny. I mean, like, it's super modern, right? And it's super making fun of what's going on right now. I love them.
Yeah, and like you said, it's only won twice ever. So up against those really heavy hitters and good competition.
It's surprising it's only
well, I
won
mean,
twice.
I mean, you know, Portlandia comes from SNL, right? Documentary Now comes from SNL. So I mean, SNL just sort of pervades the culture.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping I vote for SNL. Not that my vote really matters.
Yeah,
but
in theory. Goodwill, sent to you,
it
SNL.
matters.
The votes are already in, but still.
It matters. For Outstanding Variety Talk Series, nominated tonight are Full Frontal with Samantha Bee, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, Real Time with Bill Maher, The Late Late Show with James Corden, and The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. So now with these nominations, are you guys surprised by the nominees?
I mean, what an interesting category. No Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, no
That's the
Daily
story,
Show.
right? Yeah.
When you think of how Jon Stewart owned that category for so many years, to me it's a real, I mean, look at the passing of the torch from The Daily Show to all of The Daily Show alums.
Yeah.
You've got Colbert, you've got John Oliver, you've got
Bee.
Sam Bee.
Yeah.
It's going to go to John Oliver, I think.
I think it should go to John Oliver. He's having an extraordinary season. When you talk about snubs, I always want to say, well, who shouldn't be nominated? And let's be real, Bill Maher is not having a great season. He's quite often saying things about Muslims and Arabs that are really putting a lot of people off the wrong way.
Yeah, making people feel uneasy about what he's doing.
I don't think this show is as great as it has been in the past, so I'm like, why is he here and Fallon not?
In a similar way to SNL and the election bringing SNL back, it also helped Colbert in that way too. He really found his lane, but we're going to get more into that in a sec, but first we go back to the carpet.
She's speechless. We're here with Michael K. Williams, one of my favorite people in the world. We're so happy to see you.
Girl, so a lot has happened the last time we saw each other. Aside from making our new hit record, Melanin Magic.
We got to sing it for him.
We're going to sing about it. Remember we had that little news about the Star Wars stuff? Well, girl, guess what? I ain't going to be in the movie no more.
What? What happened?
Scheduling happened. They had to do some reshoots. I couldn't make it because I was in Africa shooting another film. So they had to cut me out the movie, girl. So I had to give it to you in person. I didn't want you to go to the movie and not see your boy, not see the other half of Melanin Magic. You know,
well, now we have breaking news.
Enter the galaxy. You know, hopefully I'll be out there on the next ship. but I had to miss this
Well,
one.
they make a lot of these movies, so we won't worry too much.
Thank you. Hopefully.
Now, you're the king of HBO. You know that.
I'm
You're
sorry?
like the king of HBO.
I don't know about the king. I'm more like the old alumni that just won't graduate.
I'm going to call you the Grand
Duke.
Duke.
Can't seem to graduate
of
high
HBO.
school, huh?
When you look around and you see all these casts, all these shows, are there a show that you wish you were on, or are you like, they're doing
There are
good
so
stuff?
many shows that I wish I was on. Shameless, The Atlanta, Game of Thrones, Westworld. I mean, I could go on and on and on. There are a ton of shows that I wish I was on. I wish I was on Dear White People. You know, I'm an avid fan.
Can we talk fashion for a minute? You are one of the best dressed men in Hollywood. Tell me about this tuxedo tonight.
This tuxedo was by the fine people of Dolce & Gabbana. I want to say thank you very much. They made me feel very special. I felt like I was calling it my Cinderella moment. I walked in, I was nervous. It was last minute. I didn't have much faith that they would have anything in my size that I would like, and they pulled this out. And not only did I love it, it fit. No alterations.
Now, what do you do to get ready for the red carpet? How do you psych yourself up for this spectacle?
You really don't want to know that. My niece banged on my hotel door. I almost overslept. I got up this morning and I ate a huge breakfast, and then I got some itis, and I with the remote in hand, and I kind of dozed off. Next thing I said, boom, 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 boom. You gotta go to the other. What? Oh, that's pretty much my pre-Emmy.
Now, I have to ask you, because you're in such intense stuff, what do you do on set, like at the night of, to kind of unwind? What goes on backstage? You guys have fun?
Well, the night of was unusually thick with layers. And no joke, I literally needed some therapy after the night of. I just, cleared my mind for a minute, because it's dark, it's heavy, and it's 150 days of that world every day, and it wears on you. So, and I pulled from a very personal place. I based that character on my nephew, Dominic DuPont. So I went a little deeper than I thought I did, and when it was over, I needed a minute to just, clear the cobwebs and talk about what I was feeling, where I was at.
Well, it's an amazing and intense performance, but then all of your performances are amazing and intense.
Thank you.
And we
Thank you so much
for
for
stopping
being
by.
here. So good to see you.
It's a three-man team now. Come on, you get in here to say
Okay.
melanin,
And
magic.
And melanin and magic.
I'm gonna just
and
go
melanin
on.
and magic. And melanin and magic.
It's all
And back
good.
to you, New York. And
That was
back
the most
to
terrifying
you, New
moment of
York.
my night.
And back to you.
Along with trying to dance along with them. No, I got some terrible looks right there. You guys were not about that.
Not on the rhythm.
Okay, not on the rhythm.
That's what I mean.
All right, Stephen Colbert, let's go back to him really quickly. He's hosting tonight. You've got this amazing situation where simultaneously the politics of the night are the reason some people will watch and some people will not watch. He goes political, though, doesn't he?
Of course. Well, but I mean, what a story this year that he's trailing Fallon, and then he starts to get more political, get to his roots, and he goes up back to #1. He's having an incredible season. And I would hope that he would go out and say whatever he really wants to say. I don't want him muted. I want Colbert talking it up, challenge Trump, say whatever you want to say. I mean, look, if some people are not going to watch because Colbert is going to say what he wants to say, well, then you're oppressing him.
And we already know what Colbert's, we know his shtick, not shtick, but his whole thing at this point is that kind of commentary. He's definitely going to do it tonight for
All
sure.
right, well, very excited to see what he does. Now, on social media, people are buzzing. Emmys are so close to starting here. Let's check in on what people are saying. So Jessica Biel posted this on Instagram saying, when the AC is broken en route to the Emmys, you thank God for the ice in your drink. Wonder what she's drinking.
That's unfortunate.
Dr. Call says, wishing RuPaul lots of luck tonight at the Emmys. Of course, good luck. Julian Huff saying, final touches for this beautiful Emmys red carpet look. Eyebrows on point there. Can you still say on point?
Sure. We can. Can we say flowers down the back on
Andrew
point?
says sure. Kevin says Emmy night, and that's with his wife Cleo. They're in the car on the way to the Emmys. Jillian Anderson, and so it begins. Hair and makeup, little braid look there, and then last but not least, Tony Hale. Emmy bound with my gorgeous wife and gorgeous mama. Love it.
I love when people bring their moms.
Yeah.
Don't you? Isn't
No,
that great?
it's so sweet.
Wasn't James Corden, didn't he have his mom? Or, I don't remember. I think he did.
So
But
bad. I
people
think
do.
Matt Damon from Good Will
All right,
Hunting.
well, thank you guys for sending in your burst videos. Here are the latest. Check it out.
She's my pastor.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for the Emmys this year because one of my favorite shows, This Is Us, is nominated, and it's an amazing show. If you have not watched it, you have to watch it. The characters are amazing. The stories are real. They're relatable. They talk. This is my daughter. They talk about just real situations and real feelings, and I think that everyone and everyone would love watching the show.
I'm so excited that Big Little Lies was nominated for limited series. I loved watching it. I binge watched it with my roommates. I even made my mom watch it so I could rewatch it with her and see if I could figure out when she was catching on to the whole plot line. I loved it, thought it was awesome. I can't wait for another season.
Hey, this is Tim coming to you from Boston Harbor, appropriately for my next comment. I'm really, one of my favorite shows, I don't watch a lot of TV these days, but one of my favorite shows is Ray Donovan. And I'm very excited that Liev Schreiber is up for an award at the Emmys.
All right, thank you so much for all the bursts, and also keep tweeting us with the hashtag EmmiesLive and send your videos to burst.com/Emmys. And we are going to the carpet to check in with JD and Lola.
You know we don't have audio, right?
Hey guys.
Hey. We're here with the amazing Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes, thank you so much for joining us. How are you feeling tonight?
Feeling great. You know, it's like the pressure is off. My category was last week, and the great Melissa McCarthy won. And so now tonight I just get to relax and root on my friends at Blackish.
Now, is there anyone here that you would just like to meet or who you would be nervous to meet? I mean, I know you are about the most famous person here, but, you know, maybe one of the lesser people that you like their work and you'd like to encourage.
Cameraman 2.
He's good. I hear he's good.
I've heard like crazy mad props about Cameraman 2. So I would love to meet Cameraman 2. Oh, and also Cicely Tyson. I just got a little glimpse of Miss Cicely Tyson, so I would love to.
Now, have you ever embarrassed yourself in front of a famous person? Have you ever, you know?
Oh, several times.
Tell us the craziest moment.
Craziest moment, I was at the Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and Angelina was there, and she was walking out of the restroom, and I had to go into the restroom, and she was like, "Hi, Wanda, I'm Angie." And I just was so mesmerized. I just like, I gotta pee.
There were no words.
And I just said I gotta pee, and that was it. So that was pretty awful.
Wanda Sykes, thank you so much for being here. I know you don't have to pee, but you got to go work that red carpet.
And when you meet
Thank you so
Cameraman
much for being here.
you know, make sure you go beforehand.
Yes, I'll be ready. I'll be ready.
She'll be ready next time.
Thank you,
Thank
Wanda.
you so
Thank
much.
you. I love her. She's
She
the funniest
is
woman in Hollywood.
The most funny person.
And she's actually worked with Jane Fonda on Monster-in-Law. They were
That is-
fantastic
They were
together.
fantastic together.
Yeah, I love
She's
her.
so funny
I love
on
her.
Blackish.
So funny. She's the best.
So
best boss. Best evil boss.
who have you been so excited to see tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, so many people. Millie Bobby Brown was adorable.
Great dress.
Great dress. Allison Janney was just the best. Just twirled and had a lot of fun. The Zumba move, the shaking it up of it all, I
And then you
loved.
did the Michael K. Williams. That you had a very special connection.
You know, we have a group called Melanin Magic, so that was our first hit single. We're going to go on the road. Yeah. Check us out this summer.
I might get dropped from that group. I think.
It's okay. You can be our roadie.
I'm more of a behind-the-scene person.
That's
you
all
know,
right. You can manage
I
us.
got very tense.
You handle the money.
I need to rehearse before I do it.
That's
Spontaneous
all right.
singing is
We've
not.
been together for a while.
As you know.
You're really funny.
Spontaneous singing is not my thing.
That's all
Dancing
right.
and singing.
Sing
I
right
can do
now.
a little riffing. Little
Really?
comedy. Yeah, a little.
All right.
Yeah.
Do a little something right now.
Now that you put me on the spot, I need to workshop it.
You need to workshop it.
I need to go.
All right.
I need to go someplace like.
We're going to let you practice while we take a look at Lorne Michaels here. One of the happiest guys, one of the best years for him, right, on SNL.
Oh
my goodness,
my God,
how incredible.
he's thrilled.
But let's talk about this. Who doesn't love an underdog? Let's talk about the long shot nominees, the ones that you're happy to see recognized tonight, but really don't think that have much of a chance of winning. Who stands out to you? Should we start with Better Things?
Oh my God, Pamela Adlon.
Love that show, right?
It's the best show. I mean, and it just started. Season 2 just started, so if people aren't watching, watch it. It is the best show on TV. The show isn't nominated, but Pamela Adlon is. It's her. She created
There's
it.
a comfort food aspect to this because she takes you inside her family and she makes good decisions within the family. Like crazy things happen, but like you're like, I want her to be in my family. Like she's cool, right? I mean, like they have conflicts, but they work it out in a nice way. You know, I mean, so often family on television is like, oh, it's crazy, but like I love her.
Can we say Matthew Rhys real quick?
Yeah.
For the Americans?
The Americans.
'Cause
That show
people love
never
him,
gets
and
award show love.
It's one of those things that people in this kind of a situation always say, oh, when will it get more attention? Still isn't quite getting what people
He's
think it
nominated
deserves.
along with Kerry Russell. We were
Right.
talking about couples who are together. They're together, both
Won't
nominated.
win.
Yes. No, neither one will win.
I heard that the Russians are going to mess with the votes. So
And I know you, Jessica, you like Vanessa Bayer, and you would love to see her.
I like Vanessa Bayer. I mean, there's no way she's gonna win, but I just feel like she was one of the great people on SNL, and since she left, I like a swan song.
Now, are there any snubs of great shows or performances that you think should have been recognized tonight?
Oh my God, yeah, The Real Housewives of New York.
Thanks for chiming in. Is your last thought?
This was a groundbreaking season.
And it was scripted.
Yeah, it was fully scripted. Yeah, the best scripted drama.
it.
Yeah, right.
The Leftovers, I think that people think that was one of the
Yeah, The
great
Leftovers,
shows
sure.
of TV. It started weak. I think that's a show that built and got better and better and better, and that was shut out, and that was a real bummer. I mean, Carrie Coon, not for Fargo, not for Leftovers.
I mean, Insecure is one of the great shows on television. Issa Rae is one of the great creators, actors. I love her. I love her as a rapper. I want her to do a rap album.
Wait, guys.
Right?
Speaking of
Yes, we are going to.
Vanessa Bayer, I think they said they might have her in LA.
What a dream if
on
that
the
was
carpet.
happening. Let's check it out.
Hi guys, we're back with the beautiful and talented and Emmy-nominated and Ruby bedecked
Yes, Ruby bedecked.
Vanessa Bayer. Look at the rubies. Now, if you were to just lose one of those rubies,
Yes.
just put it in your pocket.
Yes.
I bet they wouldn't know.
Put it in my pocket.
Never notice. Why not, right? Yes. Yeah.
We've got to talk about this dress. It's exquisite.
Thank you
What's
so
your favorite detail about this dress?
I love it. It's Zach Posen. I love everything about it. It's so joyful, and I just feel so happy to be here. So it's fun to wear it. Yeah.
And you're in a sea of Emmy nominees, lesser nominees.
It's a sea, yes.
And do you look around and do you say, I'm dying to meet this person if I could just talk to
Yes,
one person?
there's not one, there's so many because I watch so much TV, and I'm just like walking around. It's my dream.
Now, who's the one person who would make you fangirl, who would make you be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm meeting you right now?
Oh my God, there's so many. I don't know if I can pick one.
Well, they're all winners.
They're all winners. Yeah. I don't know if I can pick one. There's just.
I'm going to say Melissa McCarthy.
Well, I've met her though.
Yeah, that's true. Why would
but
I say that?
But I
I'm
love.
just trying
But
to
I
think
love
of a
her.
name.
So
I'm
yeah.
going to say B. Arthur.
Yes.
She's not here tonight.
You have to meet her through a seance.
Could happen though.
Yeah. No. I love the Big Little Lies. I'm such a fan of that. So Nicole Kidman, she looks so beautiful. I mean, it's just amazing. Yeah.
So when you're on set, when you were working on SNL last season, when you think about other shows you might want to be a part of now, what do you think about when you're watching all this television? You think, I would just love to act on that show. That's a show that I would like to be a part of.
I just watch so much TV. I'm a fan of so many shows. Like if you said a show, I would probably want to be on it.
What's the last show you binge watched?
I just binge watched Handmaid's Tale.
So did I. Just finished last night.
Good, right?
So good.
Oh my gosh. I watched it in 3 days, maybe 2. And that's a lot of time I could have spent doing things,
You could have changed the world in that time.
Yeah.
But
It's a work of art.
But I did kind of change the world because I was becoming a culturally
literate, isn't that a start?
And isn't that
a start? And when you binge watch something, you are changing the world in some way.
Yes, I feel yes.
And I commend you. Thank
you
so
and
much.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you so much. Go have fun. You look amazing. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you. All right. Back to you, New York.
That was fun.
Back to you.
Bayer, looking great. Okay, I want to talk to my fashion ladies. Of the outfits and the dresses you've seen so far, what stand out? Do you have favorite looks?
So, as I said, I love Millie Bobby Brown. I thought she looked amazing in her Calvin Klein dress, and she looked like a little princess. But I also really love Tracee Ellis Ross. She's in Chanel, silver, metallic. She's fit her body to perfection, belted, and she had these nice mules on. I just felt like she completely pulled off her look and had feathers at the bottom, so a lot of personality.
Speaking of feathers and frills, Kerry Russell there with some of that. A little bit. We saw it there. There was, right?
Yeah,
feathers
so
are
much
a
feathers.
thing.
Is that going to be the trend, the feathers?
I love a good feather.
Feathers are
Save
very.
the birds.
They're very high
you, Issa Ray.
fashion.
Yes, very glam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like if you want to make a statement, a red carpet, I think that's one of the few times you can really wear a feather.
Right.
It's a hard thing to do.
Speaking
for
of statements, for people who weren't watching at the beginning, can you shout out your choker again? Because
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
so smart.
Listen, it's actually a belt that I turned into a choker.
Is that amazing?
Which I think is so cool. I would never have thought of
Black girl
that. Now I wanna try.
Thank you.
She sells them on HSN.
Actually,
Lori Grenier, that's a hero. I'll take you public.
That's a hero. All right, let's move on to this. Talking about some of the performances and the shows that are nominated, the overall favorites that you're rooting for tonight. I know we've been talking about it throughout the night, but if you had to sum it up here, go ahead, Tori.
Well, I mean, can we talk about the best show in television? I mean, obviously, we all know what the best show in television is, Black Mirror. It is amazing. It blows your mind every episode.
Really does.
I live for that show. So if they don't give them an award or all the awards, everything is wrong in television.
I'm pretty sure Modern Family is going to win.
I know.
Something.
It's like
But-
always
Well,
wins
Black Mirror's
stuff.
not funny, right? It's just dramatic and
I laughed
painful.
my ass off the whole first episode. No, I'm kidding. Of course, no. It was so dark. I loved it.
I'm all about Handmaid's Tale tonight. I
Yes.
feel like you got to choose a show to root for, and that's the one I'm rooting for this year.
Yes,
Handmaid's
even though that also made me cry. Love,
Right.
In a bad way.
Yeah, I'm voting for that as well. What about you, ladies? You have a favorite?
I'm going to go with Handmaid's Tale and Big Little Lies just because, man, what book clubs were made for.
I'm going with Big Little Lies because the fashion. I mean,
Okay, Big Little
I
Lies.
think we're also going to see a lot of Atlanta tonight.
Yeah.
'cause people love that show. A lot of Donald Glover on the stage. Where is he? I want to
Yeah,
see
we
what
haven't
he's
seen
wearing.
it, have we?
Probably some
Yeah,
mauve
right?
velvet thing. I
No.
think. I got an email. Maybe he's wearing that.
What's the one show, especially you guys know binge-worthy, what's the one show people should binge if they haven't watched it already?
American Vandal. I love that show.
Oh,
it is
wow, I haven't seen
so
it.
funny.
I
It is
hate
about.
it so much.
It just came out on Friday. It is hysterical. I watched the whole thing in one sitting. I love that show.
I believe we have Tandy Newton on the carpet here.
Is that Sandy?
She's like, what do you,
yes.
she,
Sandy.
she
So
doesn't watch
pretty.
American Vandal.
She does not watch American Vandal, but she
No,
looks.
she would not go near that show.
Sorry to jump in there. I just wanted to. I had to take note of how
Stunning.
incredible.
She's like a
She always does,
princess.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jessica, say again. Sorry.
I would binge better things before and then catch up with season 2. Or I really like The Deuce, which is on HBO, and that's on now. But watch the Emmys and not The Deuce.
What I want to know is how much of a breath of fresh air, or at least of relief, are so many shows breathing because there's no Game of Thrones this year? Because this season didn't fall into the right timing to be in. So next year it'll be back, of course.
That's right.
But that would have really changed up the whole dynamic here. Wouldn't it? I mean, it has like what 38 Emmys, I think, to their name so far.
Absolutely. It's always nominated, but this year it opened the door for a new show.
All right, so the Emmys take place the Sunday before the unofficial start of fall TV. Jessica and Tori, you guys are the experts. What new fall TV show are you most excited for? Give us the scoop, the dish.
I
you
mean,
love.
American Vandal.
Okay, again,
Like
there it is. Okay,
that show
yeah.
is amazing,
Okay,
but
we
Black
get it.
Mirror is
You're
coming
obsessed
back.
with the video.
I would definitely encourage people to watch a lot of American Horror Story. The show stresses you the heck
Yeah.
out. But this season is great, and they're really focused again on like 2016 and the stress that we were all feeling since election night, and sort of demons that were unleashed by that. So I would highly encourage that.
I agree with that. And if I could give some love to network television, I really like the show The Good Doctor.
Oh, you're kidding, right?
No.
You're joking.
No,
You're
it's
joking.
really good.
You're joking.
Freddie
That show is
Highmore
horrible.
from
Oh my God, that
Bates
show is
Motel.
horrible. Oh my
It's a
God,
good
that show's
show.
so horrible.
It's a good
Give it a
show.
chance.
Oh my
Give
God.
it
Oh my
a
God.
chance.
Oh my God.
All right, guys, quickly going to LA. Can you believe it's almost time to wrap up with all this stuff? Lola, JD, can you believe it's coming to an end?
No.
For us, anyway.
Can't believe it.
We're very sad. We were having so much fun with all the beautiful people, but we gotta go.
It was amazing. Everything we did was on purpose. Everything you saw was real theater. It was improv. It was something we workshopped for a long time.
It was pure melanin magic.
We did this.
actually.
We worked this at La Mama ETC before we came here.
They don't know what that is. That's
They do.
New York
They do. They
specific.
know that. And I live in LA. Anyway, the point is, it was amazing.
It was amazing.
A lot of fun.
And we just had a blast.
Highlights that stuck out.
Allison Janney, I love her. Jane Fonda's ponytail and the bangs, adored. Millie Bobby Brown's dress, gorgeous.
Wait, I don't know if you saw that Millie. She had like a white bandana tied around her dress. Millie Bobby. It was
Fabulous.
amazing.
Oh, wow.
Michael K. Williams,
Michael K. Williams,
releasing
John
our duo,
Turturro,
Melanin Magic.
Everybody, actually. It was a really great. I'm sure you guys saw this on the red carpet. This is probably one of the starriest Emmys that I can remember. There's been such a migration of people from movies into television. So So it was great.
Yeah, we're living in the era of peak TV, and we had a peak time here. It was awesome.
Peak TV.
It was great.
And yes, you're totally
Peak
right.
TV.
It's great to see all those stars, and you guys, we loved everything. I think a lot of us agreed here. The Millie Bobby Brown look was fantastic, and so many others, and yeah, so really good stuff. Panel, thank you so much for being here. It's great to have you, and for all the insight and input there, for sure. Guys, be sure to check out Jessica and Tori on Bingeworthy on People TV. Plus, we'll have a red carpet fashion wrap-up featuring Andrea and Kalana's expert analysis. That is something to look out for. Download People TV on your favorite device or go to peopletv.com and see so much more.
Yeah, so thank you so much for being here, everybody. One last cheers.
Can we do it? That's mine.
All
Here's
right.
yours.
Cheers.
Bring it all in.
Someone drank my
Yes,
champagne.
and thank you so much for everyone at home for commenting and
Yeah,
sending
this
in
is
your
yours.
burst videos. You made our night so much more fun.
And one final thank you. Another cheers here, guys, to Smart Water for keeping us hydrated, clean, crisp taste all night long. Hydration. Distilled and everything. There's sparkling, there's flat, whatever you want. So much good stuff. So much more coverage ahead. Stay tuned with us all night for the biggest news. Check back tomorrow for even more on the winners and the after parties. Andrea and I will see you at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time on People Now, Facebook Live, people.com, all of it. Enjoy the 69th Emmy Awards.
All right.
Woo! Yeah!